Okay. You had a slightly shorter countdown than usual this time, people at home, so I don't know how much of that made it into the audio edit. Hello, welcome to Singularity War. We're still here.
Hello.
I take a sip of my water. My water.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
It's true. Listen, we're I don't remember that chart of seasons in the South, but we're either in the fake spring or proto summer or something. It's warm here, okay? It's like
We're in
8 o'clock at night and it's
spring,
75
technically,
degrees.
but
It turns out that the 4 seasons are a construct because humans like things to be orderly.
I mean,
no,
it's like
the Four Seasons only exist in certain places.
It's also
I've
that
come to think of it.
no, you don't. You're thinking too shallow. No, it's like time, calendars, time travel, perception of decay. Besides cellular decay,
I mean,
is a
you're getting too macro level with it. A year is a year. We understand. There's a thing called
California
the sun.
All right, children, pack it up. We're not gonna get into fucking seasons and time here. We have a game to play.
Distracted. I was gonna try and tie it back to climate change in the Singularity War, but we're too far. We lost it. I'm pretty sure, though, in case anybody is wondering, it's still probably mid to late spring in game. Though time should be steadily progressing as we do occasionally take 4 or 5 days off to brood under neon lights or whatever it is you guys do. Anyway, this is a recording that's being recorded for our channel, which means that we like to say at the front here real quick, this episode is brought to you by our patrons. Hold on. Ugh, had to clear my nose a little. Also, I hear a different slight feedback sound from Dallas.
I was going to ask if Dallas had a fan on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fan. Sorry, I'll try and point it over to the microphone.
Yeah. Yeah, I can edit some of that out of the audio version. It's just one of those things where I'm like, that's a different sound I don't normally hear.
Better?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Aye.
So, hey, shout out to our patrons like I'm Heart, Black G, Call Me Zed, Carlos, Dragon, Flight Icebird, Jeremy Vasquez, JDV9000, Just the Fake, Starlight, Legendary Balzer, Liamcaster, Regent Raptor, Rise of Kenji, Rogue Robin, Charvor, Sean Pryor, some guy named Bob, and Varian the Crow. If you like me, do you want to see us do more, consider supporting us on Patreon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And this time I read it at a normal but fast pace because we're already in the trenches. The audio is at 2.5 minutes.
I would like to make the check that I fucked up last week.
Land.
Oh, you want to immediately get into making your gun thing? Gun.
Or at least trying.
Yes, go for it.
It's a hard mechanics.
It's been a week, so I don't remember. Oh,
I think it was hard.
I think it was hard. I just opened Singularity War. Let me actually look at the rarity of the normal arc doohickey. I think it was 6. Is normally for an arc rifle. So
it's not thingamabob.
Yeah, so that would be hard.
Yeah,
Whatchamacallit?
It's 7, but we're rounding, so yeah. Go for 3. Hard.
Okay. I can do daunting.
No, it should be hard, I'm pretty sure. Because you're technically making something that's a little smaller.
Okay, literally. This time I succeeded.
That's a very good check.
All right, so your first draft didn't work, Jack. But second draft, that one stayed up. So you were able to take, and I believe we talked about this, you already owned an arc rifle.
Yes.
So you're basically able to cannibalize parts from it and build a miniaturized arc rifle. It is now an arc pistol, so I believe, it has now been a couple of weeks, but I believe that you should reduce your base damage by 1 and reduce your default range to short.
Yeah.
But you can remove your inaccurate because it is lighter now.
I thought we mentioned adding what was your call? I think it was dangerous.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought about some overheating and stuff. You've rolled 5 successes in a triumph. I think honestly this is a pretty good quality build.
Okay.
But yeah, naturally the smaller barrel, quote unquote, length and reduced power output does mean that you have a reduction in your maximum effective range and how much damage you can do. But you've managed to miniaturize an arc rifle. If you could somehow replicate this, that would probably be pretty good because those aren't on the mass market.
I feel like
so keep that one in mind.
Fallout 4.
Yeah. So you got a pistol that shoots lightning.
This is for later.
So
wait, Lucky. Hold on. Does Claymore deal in arms?
I know an arms dealer.
Okay.
I do believe that one of Onegaishima's areas is they do manufacture and sell firearms.
Yeah, we do. But like I said, we're still ground level.
I know, but just thoughts for later, because I don't think Jack would be in the market because she eventually wants to go public. So selling arms is probably not the right way to do that.
If you want to talk business later, if you can make a bloop out of that, we'll probably buy it off you.
Can I use, instead of getting rid of Dangerous, can I use the Triumph to like have a blueprint set up?
Also, I would.
Yeah, you can have a blueprint. I'll still, like I said, you roll like 5 successes and advantage.
Okay.
Normally I'd go for like 2 advantages for a blueprint, but we can say the Triumph is that, and you still need to worry about it overheating.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you have a blueprint. You can feed this to a 3D printer or a fab, and it can replace it. Does probably use some exotic elements in raw materials. You know, you're building an ultra compact energy weapon, but hypothetically,
it would probably be a made-to-order thing.
Yeah, but no, like once we get done with the Rustler job, let's talk business.
So speaking of the Rustlers, you know that they have 3-ish business practices left aside from their junk house fortress. I will mention something I said earlier off mic, but Lucky was away. I don't think that you'll burn through all 3 things in one session, because we do have some setup ahead of time as well as actually going to these locations. But if you do, I will probably have to put a pauser in there, because I have not like fully fleshed out attacking their junkyard fortress, because depending on how you tackle their other assets, there may be stuff left over. If you like just, run around, do donuts, and scare everybody out of their biker bar and then knock it over with a steamroller, like some of the guys and stuff in there would naturally go to the fortress, for example. So I'll be keeping track of like what assets you eliminate versus you just run off for later. Some things may come back.
This is probably
important. Hey, rewards you for a more thorough job.
All right.
But speaking of that, how do you want to go about this first? I assume that your first phase will either be recon or scamming. So what do we want to do first?
You should probably get on with the scamming first of all. We actually want to know, like, we do want to sell, quote unquote, sell this job to RGC.
Yes.
And it'd be better if we plan what we actually fully do around what they want, because even though we are fucking conning them, we do want to make sure that we get the job done.
We're not even technically conning them. We're
hustling.
Not telling them everything.
I call that a con.
Okay, a con is when someone gets hurt in the process.
It's like
I'm hurt. We're hurting their wallets.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the hustlers are going to get hurt. So
I guess to me, what a con means is telling someone you're going to do something and then not doing it, whereas this is leaving out the part where we were going to do this anyway.
I don't actually know what our
what is the definition of a con?
It's more like espionage.
I think this technically does count as a confidence scheme. You are deceiving them to get money out of them. Because, like you said, you're going to do this anyway. It's just that you're going to.
But it's the best kind. It's the best kind of con. It's a con that's indistinguishable from an actual job.
Yeah. That said, it is not even like Lucky said. It's not a con in that you're going to attempt to like leave the client worse for wear. You're going to do the job. Obviously, that's why you're running the confidence scheme. It's just one of those situations where like. You probably do not want to mention to them that you're planning on doing this anyway, and or
that we are who we are
by having shitloads of pre-prep.
Yeah, no. So yeah, again, if we had a fuck ton of pre-prep already, and we might have bungled a fucking check here or there, they might get word that hey, we were planning on doing it anyway. So scam first.
That's
All right. Well, to look for to try and find contact information, I should say, for a Corpo fixer or Johnson to run the client. Well, one, you guys could try and call one of your friends and go through a fixer. That said, you guys don't know a lot of like high rate Corpo fixers.
Nope.
Maybe today's the day I find out what one.
So Omega,
your primary role here would be to give me a.
If I remember correctly, Claymore and Odin do have a contact in Rio Grande.
Do we?
If you have any details about
Am I
that?
crazy, or didn't Squirrel used to work for Rio
No,
Grande?
Squirrel worked at Pacifica Investments usually,
Okay, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, they were armored carrier.
and honestly, we haven't talked about it a lot because hey, behind the curtain, Squirrel's player did not feel like jumping to this new version. I'm pretty sure basically what happened is Squirrel just, after incidents with Claymore as well, Squirrel just decided to scooch out of here.
Retire? Like a smart person?
Maybe not retire. I don't actually know how much money he was making, like if he was close to retirement character. But with a nemesis after him and like people to look out for, I suspect that he pulled out of the Bay Area to like go somewhere where the heat was down lower, probably back up into like Pacific Northwest or something. But yeah, no, that was with his closest corporate ties were with Pacific Investments. I don't think you guys did ever have a good RGC run. Normally, I believe in my notes. It's my notes. The rules of this homebrew I have written. It's usually easy streetwise to look for work. I'm gonna bump that up to average because you're looking for very specific work. But somebody can roll me streetwise or no society.
I'll say this: I don't think we did have much contact with RGC because the only note I have in them for Metatron's character notes was who.
Really, your ability to only write notes in perspective really keeps fighting you the ass off.
No, why? Metatron didn't
Not
care.
really. Yeah.
What the fuck does Metatron care about RGC?
I've told you many times, Mr. Max, I am fiction first over everything, even if it is to my detriment.
Sometimes it does make you a dumbass, but at least you're in character.
But I'm an in character.
I can't tell I can't tell half the time considering. Yeah.
That's the secret. I'm always in character.
So you're always
you
on
can
the
tell when Dawes speed in there. All right, okay. You guys are fighting, but guess what? You're gonna have to work together because I'm pretty sure it's got to be one of you two.
Oh yeah, it's Odin and it's definitely Odin and Jack.
I'm just curious what your pool was for society.
Oh, for society? I actually have a fairly good pool for society. I do have three. It's 3 yellows. Is my pool.
Better than I got for either one, so.
Okay.
I gotta go roll thing for my vanity because I gotta get ready for the actual negotiation, so I'm gonna go roll that. So.
Fun fact: Jack has many of them against her will, has plenty of contacts in the corporate world.
We're looking for someone like that, so.
Then go ahead and make me a average, a 2 difficulty, no society check.
Yep, that's about it.
Honk, honk, honk.
All right. And I assume that
I
even
knew
though
my
you're
first
using-
roll looked too good.
And I assume that even though you're using your real life background to find these contacts, you are approaching people in your freelancer disguise.
No, I would not be approaching in my freelancer disguise. I'd be approaching not as Jacqueline Stone because that's not very public, but more of my like DJ/artist persona.
Okay.
Dallas's character is 3 layers deep.
Well, yeah.
No, she just has a lot of mommy issues and doesn't want to put any of that public.
All right. So the name of the person you find who might be interested at RGC is named Jerry Certain. She's a junior vice president of asset and property management or something. There's like 6 words in her job title.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
but you understand with your role that this is a person again, you're kind of flipping the script because you're not going through a fixer or going to a client who's put out a job. You are pitching a job to a client, but Miss Certain is a person at RGC who usually handles that. Usually goes as a client to approach freelancers.
Yeah.
All right, if you're willing to pay market price for that Claymore, you can handle that.
And then I would probably be telling her that, oh God, who would I would. Odin, have you told Jack your name?
I don't know if it's come up, but you would not. You probably wouldn't use Odin's proper one for this. He's got
I have a fake ID.
Now. Yeah,
I have a fake ID.
Oh, okay. What's the one you have on your detective agency? Is that just Odin?
No, that's really not gonna. That
Yeah.
I have tried very much to legally separate everything Odin does with his business and what he does with you guys.
Okay.
Despite the fact that you eat
I would
noodles in
ask
your
your
own basement.
permission to, because we don't want to approach them as the freelancers, because
Yeah.
they know our reputation, and I don't think we have a good one with them.
Well, the thing is that you're getting the job, and I'm your negotiator.
Yeah, but I was gonna tell her, because I have to tell him who I'm bringing. I can't
Yeah.
just bring a random person to. That would be bad.
Yeah.
But I would ask if I could use your, or do you want? Just give me a name.
I don't think it's the name of the actual fake ID. Okay.
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 I'll use the just placeholder that name.
Yeah, you'll use a fake ID name. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, yes. Also, I like to use the Freela because it's looser, but yeah, you can say Lancers. Say Temps if you want to be slightly offensive to yourselves.
Well, no, I was talking about like we were always talking about how we don't have a team name, which is like just call ourselves Lancers. We're good.
Why do I have a sudden urge to jump 50 feet in the air?
I was more thinking I was on the urge to pilot a mech.
Both are valid jokes. Good job, everybody. You made references. Backpats all around.
All right, let's use a. All right, I'm going to use a vanity for negotiation, and I'm gonna use a roto for negotiation. All right.
All right. Yep, you're prepped. Okay.
Then,
But yeah, so I mean, we are glossing over a few things here, but so
Yeah.
Jack, you found the contact information. You're going to approach this person in your your appropriate alias.
Yeah. It technically would be as Jacqueline Stone, but not like that would require a few bits of digging to know. So she might know who I am, depending on how thorough
I can
she
figure
is.
that out. We can figure that out later. So I guess the question is, in this initial like conversation, shoot an email to the private business email or whatever. How much of the pitch are you giving? Are you gonna try and be like, I have a working with some freelancers, we've got a job proposition that RGC might be interested in.
So I want to use as little of actual deception as I have to. So I'm going to come at this from a personal perspective. And I'm going to explain that a group of I almost said varmints in the outside area has been responsible for a severe injury to someone in my family. And I heard they had also been severely detrimental to RGC's business. And I was wondering if we could work together to clamp down on the operations. And if what was her name? It was Certain, right? Yeah, I almost said Simply for some reason. But if Miss Certain would want, she could use this as kind of a upward momentum kind of thing to take credit to a long-standing group that has been a thorn in the company's side.
Ah, the classic move.
Yeah, I mean she has what I assume is a important but not that important title. So
I mean, I did use the phrase junior vice president. Yeah, so like,
so she's either a nepo. She's one of two things. She's either a nepo hire, in which case, oh well, or she's someone who is overly ambitious but is stifled by outside forces.
The fact that you gotta do stuff and things. All right. Well, as you said, you don't want to use deception. All of those things you said are technically true.
Yes, they are all technically true.
So
the best kind of true.
That'll be a charm check. Give me a sec to double check what that's opposed by.
Okay,
So
I'm only slightly better than charm, but it's still better than my deception score right now.
Done it for you, so it's my bad.
Well, no, because this is the initial.
No,
pitch.
I have to make the pitch.
Fair enough.
This is like you got to get the meeting.
This is
so I
the
wanted
pitch,
to know
not the
how far in
negotiation.
Dallas wanted to go.
All right.
I will say I think this level of quote unquote honesty is good because you're like, obviously not saying exact details because those could be incriminating, but you're laying a lot of stuff on the line to give the specifics of the job, which is good. Okay, charm is opposed by cool, so that is presence. So this will be hard.
Okay.
No upgrades though, and
It's
go
you can
ahead
spend a
and,
point if you want to.
Yeah, this story.
I am going to spend a story point. Does that upgrade my check?
Yeah, upgrades your check once.
Okay, and this is based off of presence, right?
Yes.
That's good. I guess technically I would have had a better deception score, but canonically I just feel like Jack is worth it.
And also spray. I can spray you some roto, so you have to get an excess on this.
I don't actually think that would work because this is an email chain.
Fair enough.
Wait, hold on. Oh no, that wouldn't work. Never mind.
Fair, because it's only for an encounter, and it's probably over.
No, I had a thing, but Rio Grande, or not Rio Grande, Crossnex, whoever we're talking to.
It is Rio Grande.
It is Rio Grande. Rio Grande aren't really tech heavy, so it wouldn't be applicable.
Not in this case, no.
No. I still get it's not a terrible check. Because I still have 3 green and 1 yellow, so...
A lot of charm there.
Actually, hold on. Let me check something. I have to check my long list of biomods. Yeah.
I mean, if you have Sculpted Physique or the Lizard Tongue, they both are for charm.
Wouldn't she technically have to see that though?
Probably for technically, but that is not how those are worded.
Yeah,
okay, then I do have one of those, so I will use Lounge Lizard Tongue.
And I mean, you could technically be communicating over voice. You could leave her.
Which canonically Jack only got so she could do a fucking Toad from X-Men move, but
yeah. So you could be more of a weirdo, but it also helps you with your enunciation and other weird funny speech tricks. Okay.
So that adds a success.
Yes.
Yes. You take 1 strain and add 1 success, which is an asterisk in the roller.
Yeah.
Are you even give it assistance for any of this? If this was
probably not in this case.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Failure with advantage. So.
Jeez, the purple dice were brutal.
Yeah, I mean hard checks are hard. So, you give this pitch, and you're waiting. Basically you said earlier it's like you're trying to propose. Oh, could we work together to solve this problem? You get a response back, which is at first very boilerplate, like. We're not interested in collaborations at this time. We can contact you at this, this line if something comes up. But then, and you're thinking did we blow it? Luckily, you have some time to kill because I was gonna joke about this before you rolled. But Claymore and Wolf are going out to the car dealerships and the truck star.
I imagine they're talking to a man in a purple pinstripe suit.
They're hitting up the Home Depot. So you get a message a couple hours back, which is like, we've had some chance to talk it over with corporate. Maybe a collaboration isn't right, but we can how do we say, bring you in is probably not the right word, but we can
sponsor.
He's corporate speak. We can hold a meeting to
discuss financially backing your project.
No, it's not. That's not quite.
No.
Using ships words like sponsor and financially back are too committed. She's trying to
discuss terms and conditions.
Yeah, that's probably it. Discuss your terms and conditions of and the scope of your project. She doesn't want to put anything in writing, basically, that implies anywhere they're actually going to pay you. It does sound like, though, while she didn't immediately bite to a straight up let's negotiate a job kind of a thing, you got enough advantage to be like, okay, I'm interested in what you're selling, you know.
That's fine. I
I have
get
an
the
uphill
guy
battle.
who actually
Okay.
can negotiate inside. That's all that matters.
I have an uphill battle, but it's been worse.
So,
yeah, but you have ridiculous negotiation skills, and I got nothing.
I have
So.
been preparing all
also,
day.
and Odin has been pre-preparing. He's picked out his ensemble. He's chosen the perfect suit cut. He's put on his cologne. He's ready to rock. So yeah. You technically did fail. So, Certain would probably set the point of it. It'd be a little urgent, but it would basically be like, I wish I had a. Hold on.
Oh, excuse me.
I just generate a random. Okay, that's funny. That's not exactly what I was going for, but I'm like, she wants to meet you in conference room of a hotel downtown, basically, called the Aquamarine Blossom. Yes, I did literally just generate this.
Okay.
I don't keep hotel names under my hat.
Fair enough.
But probably like, I don't know exactly what time of day it would be, but she'd set the meeting for like 1 p.m., let's say, just after lunch.
Gotcha.
Again, you did not like roll terribly enough that, she's like, come alone or anything. So,
no. And I would mention it would just be me and one other person.
Yeah.
I'm being very upfront while not being upfront with these people.
As you do. Okay, so I assume then that, Odin and Jackie were going down to this hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So, the hotel you're having this meeting at is a very neon and chrome style place, like, how would we say, like, lots of neon and, like, day glow type colors, they've got, like, artificial blue-leafed palm trees in the lobby kind of
like,
a thing,
Corporate, but not high-end corporate?
Yeah, no, definitely, like,
Kishy
all
corporate.
the most modern styles. A little kish, yeah. Like, everything you walk in has, like, a subtle, like, cyan sea blue tint or, like a slight orange day glow vibe. There are so many neon suns everywhere. Hypothetically, if you went to one of the upper floors, you could probably see the seaside from here, kind of a thing, but it's not necessarily a beachfront hotel. But yeah, and you guys go to a conference room.
Yes.
Any things you want to make sure are you disclose to me that are on your person before this meeting?
I mean, I'm wearing a normal. I'm not even wearing my stealth gear. I'm wearing a normal business suit. Would I even have weapons on me?
I have to ask now, actually.
You need weapons because you are a weapon. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not there, but I'm just laughing.
How? Okay, I never actually asked this because, like, how big is a power fist? I need to actually understand how big fucking
how
it
much
is.
encumbrance does it have?
It says 3.
It's very
So
big.
that's it would be bulkier than a fist.
encumbrance is a rifle.
It covers your fist and your forearm. So like,
okay,
it would be. It's possible if you had a loosely tailored sleeve to like hide it up to your wrist. You could not conceal that one of your fists is clad in a gauntlet.
Oh no, I was more thinking I was going to put it in my soft case with my computer and all my other electronic shit.
Oh yeah, no, you could easily do that. Like that's it might be a little bit of a weird bulk because it's hand shaped, but it would just be like a strange cylinder type object.
I think it's because I think that's less alarming than just someone noticing a gun.
Yeah.
So what color would Jack's suit be? Probably like a dark green, dark olive green, probably. Maybe tan, like that kind of.
Oh, for real, I feel like all the suits you have a setting where you turn on the lights and they can have neon shifters, so they just go.
Oh no,
No.
I'm willing to bet that if you turn on a black light, there is some fucking patterns on those goddamn suits.
This is my suit that I have to wear whenever I go to dinner with family. This is a family event suit.
Oh, so it only has it just has communication buffering on it.
Like
there is definitely a wire somewhere on this suit.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I could see like an olive green or maybe even a gray green.
Boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop, boop.
Hold on.
But yeah, so you go to a conference room. It's pretty normal. There's a big long oval table. There are some like hollow projectors in this room, that in case anybody wants to turn on a PowerPoint presentation, you can. There is a single forlorn automatic coffee making device in here. And inside, at the long far end of the desk, obviously, is Jerry Searchin. Yes, you guys can, because you guys can be TACNetted and other stuff can call in. I will say when you get to the conference room, she is there alone.
Yeah, I don't have any weapons on me. The only one I would probably have technically on me is knuckles, but those are just in my pocket.
Yeah.
Does this conference room have windows?
We said this is a slightly lower end hotel. Probably not. But it is probably on like the ground floor though. Like it would be like attached to the lobby, pretty close to the public areas.
Okay, then I will not be in the meeting, but I will be outside. TM.
You're standing in the designated smoking lounge?
Yes.
I'm not really actually worried about Miss Certain ambushing us. I'm more worried about someone else seeing this as an opportunity to ambush us.
Listen, we went to a ski launch. Someone jumped you. I'm not keen on.
No, that's exactly what I'm more worried about. It's like something completely unrelated and being like, God damn it.
So no, I will. I will be
Lifestyle
around.
of the rich and famous. So Certain is dressed kind of in a similar style to how honestly probably both of you are, because Odin, I assume you're in your armored suit.
Yeah,
with a different cut of jacket, maybe a particularly chosen tie or belt buckle.
I'm going a chromatic gunmetal with a nice orange highlighting on the inside.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. So she's dressed in a pretty typical paracorp, honestly leaning much more on the corp. Though, you do notice that she's got very reasonable office flats on, no heel.
Okay.
This is a person used to walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a little like RGC pin in her lapel.
Like I said, she's important enough to be someone, but not important enough to not have to do anything.
Yeah.
Hair done up in a very professional bun that looks like it fits under a hard hat in a pinch. Suit, tie, slightly big shoulder pads.
Nice.
Right then.
Kind of, early middle age, smoking a cigarette out of a long cigarette holder.
I don't have a speech prepared, so I'm fine just going through the motions.
Yeah, she would basically just from where she was sitting, no, Jack got an advantage. Jack spun a convincing tale. I don't think she'd be super standoffish. She would actually uncross her legs, stand up, walk over, offer to shake. She's got a very professional.
I would go through all the normal, very, very professional, very. Gotta sell this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dying slightly inside, but I can handle it.
You're trying.
Oh God.
But yeah. So, she'll ask if you want, refreshments, and if so, we'll probably buzz the concierge to send up, coffee, tea, water, whatever.
I'll probably just go with water.
All right. So, armed with the finest filtered and purified water. She'll be a little intimidating. She'll order a black coffee. Who cares?
Gasp.
At 1 p.m.
Jack thinks back to her just gallons of fucking coffee and energy drinks. Very intimidated.
Odin tries to drink light unless it's a very stressful work day.
When is it not a very stressful work day?
Jack does not want to
Today,
accidentally
surprisingly,
say
so
something
far.
stupid. Jack is trying to be as quiet as possible in this meeting.
Yes.
Because he only has
And
3 strength today.
Play the oh god, Jack is cringing internally at saying this, but playing the mama's girl with a little bit of money and some connections, and shudder.
So yeah, like I said, she'll offer handshakes and stuff around, and basically will be like, speaking to Jack, got your pitch, kicked it up, the line to the C-suite. If I understood your message correctly, obviously implying that she absolutely understands what you were saying correctly, but because we're talking in corporate vagaries, we're leaving you some wiggle room for editing later.
Corporate espionage.
Yeah, corporate's not in. The C-suite's not interested in a peacekeeping operation in a management restructuring. But I have a little bit of personal pull in asset and property management, and there are some things that could be done in that area, and just wanted to check in and see what your pitch is. So I guess for a mechanical purpose, my question is, do you guys want to try and reckon what you think a fair price for this op is, or do you want me to have her pitch a budget to you based on what they're willing to come to table with?
I will take Odin's lead in this situation.
What would be the skill for use for that? Or are we just gonna start spitballing numbers?
Probably I would have you if you wanted to try and guess a fair price. Probably a negotiation.
I was just going to double check the book of the rates and then say a number from there and see how you feel about it.
That's probably smart.
Yeah, that's also kind of where it is. But like I said, it's basically just mostly as an out of character question, just for how you want to handle this. Who do you want to bid first, basically?
I think this is a mix between a sabotage and a wet work job. I think 5K is a good starting point, but we could probably get a bit higher considering how many there are.
No, I will not get the set book and everything yet.
Odin, I'm taking your lead on this. You're the one with the skills and the know-how. I'm.
I think if just as I'm looking at the table rates and then modifiers accordingly, I think it's between a wet work and a sabotage job technically of what we're detailed to be doing.
Yeah.
And then also, it's going to require violence, and it also probably would not to have collateral to the surrounding area.
Oh no, they don't care about that.
You're not going to get
that. You're gonna get that upsell.
All right, then it's entirely just a violence thing. So then,
collateral damage to the surrounding area is the fucking slum area. Out of
honestly, then if it's a job that requires violence, and it's basically at work, but on a mass scale, I would say 7K is a good starting point.
All right. I mean, you've got an idea. It's all right. So, you wanna the pitch?
I didn't write a speech out, so I don't have the exact words for it, but it's a thing of positioning 7K as it's both in our interest that this group would be out of the picture, and that requiring to remove them is a mass scale job that requires, as in some quotes, wrangling a large scale of people and all of their belongings to. I had it and I lost it, but
I mean, I'm getting the vibe. If you think there's another,
I think
not now.
Just for my,
try not to be.
For my part, I would basically just say I basically pitched to her that I had found a freelancing organization that would be willing to take care of it, but I'm lacking the direct funds that I can use. So I was hoping that because they're in the area of basically adjacent, that they would be of interest in helping fund this.
Okay, that's it. I like that pitch. You're basically pitching yourself as the fixer.
Yeah,
being like,
essentially,
I found
yes.
some guys who are willing to do this, but I don't have the funds to back it. Would you be willing to back
And
this up?
basically imply that, because I'm pretty sure she's done research on me, so she probably knows. Imply that the reason I need funding is because I don't want to do this with my family's knowledge.
Well, let's give it a gander. Let's call it.
Well,
Jack,
I'll tell her that.
You do not possess a talent like unremarkable.
Oh God, no.
Okay.
It make no sense.
And you don't have? Do you have like the Obscura software or anything else like that would conceal your identity?
I do for Jack the freelancer. Jack the this I do not on purpose. I'm doing this as a face, essentially.
It's technically a failure on her part.
Wow.
Well, okay. I'm not basically. I want to do it so I'm not like trying to. I'm not trying to do a wink, wink, nudge, nudge thing with her. I'm telling her truths that she would get more out of if she knows who I am. If she doesn't know who I am, she doesn't know who I am.
Yeah. She does
Not
not
my
appear
fault.
at this time to know who you are, but that is probably more a factor of just like we haven't done the full number crunching yet. We're just that was just me rolling for her, like doing no society off the cuff.
No, I understand.
So, hey, guess what? Your ability to stay out of cameras and look different, you don't catch you right away.
Yeah. No. Jack, I have a lot of stuff to conceal my identity as the freelancer. I have nothing to conceal my identity out of it.
So yeah, she's thinking about it. She's like, okay, I think I understand our business. Obviously, there are elements in the canyons that are oppositional to some of our work. We've got quarries up there. We do shipping and heavy machinery, and they bother many of the traffic lines in that area. And efforts to get BCPD to crack down on these things have been unsuccessful. Perhaps some external security consulting could be offered. Switches back to Odin being like, under normal circumstances, I would say that 7K would be more than appropriate. But obviously, while we do need to account for, we wouldn't say fixing. Probably just say like gesture to Jack and be like consulting fees. We have to understand the a finder's fee cut. Obviously, it seems like we've made sure to be in there and what discretionary budgets. My end would probably lean more towards around 5,500. So now it's time to negotiate.
All right then.
Odin, I would like you to roll negotiation. You're gonna roll against 2 reds and a purple. She has negotiation 2 and presence 3.
All right then. We'll check. Ooh.
And if you're curious how I got to 5,500, I did the 7K that you suggested because I think you're highballing, but at work you are probably planning on killing some people.
A lot of
and then
people,
I took out 20% for job will require less prep time or be close because to play in for basically like she's assuming that you guys are ready to go on this. It's just a question of funding. Yeah. So she's trying to pay little as possible for a team that seems ready to go.
That's fair.
That's fair.
But that's why it's a negotiation, So we'll see.
Ironically,
completely balls it up. It'll probably only.
Here's a weird thing. But... I guess depending on where it goes, could I apply Master Merchant at the end of it, or would that be after when we come back at the end of this?
Ooh, actually, that's a good question. Let me double check the. Get ready to roll. Let me double check the phrasing on Master Merchant.
All right, then I'll roll right now. Then.
Because that is a good question. I'm not sure off the top of my head when you would apply it.
Because it's like when you get it's an increased monetary value of a mission reward by 50%. So I think I just have the whole description. I think from the book, from like the.
Sorry, I'm scrolling.
And
I'm working
the chat.
Oh, okay. You already grabbed it. All right. It's recession says revenues price for an item or service secured depending on purchase, or the monetary value of a mission reward. You would probably spend that when you get your reward then.
Okay, then. I'll save it for that
Let's
then.
see, you've got 4 successes and 1 advantage. So again, we don't need to belabor this point. You know, we're not super, in-depth prepped for this negotiation, as obviously we're not even sure you'd get a quote-unquote client. But Odin, you do manage to, talk around for a solid 15 or 20 minutes. And after a while, she basically, holds up her hands and says, all right, you're offering a thorough job. Very well. She reaches into her briefcase, takes out something, and taps it. You guys can hear a slight, not quite sub-audible, but like a very low frequency, background hiss. She basically turns on a white noise generator, just in case anybody's listening in.
Okay.
And she basically pulls out a little tablet and taps some stuff, scribbles some stuff down there, and says, "All right, you drive a hard bargain. For the removal of entities operating under the moniker Rustlers from the Canyon's geographical area, socio-political area, I am authorized by my bosses to offer you, let's see, you got
10% each time. So if we go each one, She's probably thinking that.
I'll round it out. I mean, yeah, she's definitely thinking it. But the organization is my office is willing to pay 9,000 cred. We are technically rounding down a little, but 9,100 is a very weak number.
That's yeah.
And you have the possibility, if you've got any story points left, to times 1.5 it, so you're good. Authorized to pay 9,000 cred. Under the terms, obviously, that this will need to be a very thorough removal. There will need to be no assets which can be identified as rustlers in the area after your job is concluded. We are not going to be so gauche as to say that the Combine requires proof of elimination, but evidence, of thorough work would be encouraged, as obviously you'll have to now respect that I will be able to go to my bosses and, remark this. She, passes you the reader type tablet and says, feel free to sign whatever mark you feel is appropriate for this. I would say at least that, with Odin's level of success, you don't get the vibe that she's interested in backstabbing you. She is a Corpo, though, and like I said, the terms she's laid out are not complex, but are thorough. So I would say that you should probably, if you want to, she's doing the contract, you can quote unquote sign. Obviously, you don't have to actually sign anything meaningful. It's just that's to mark the bargain. But you do get. I would probably say that Jack and Odin do get the impression that when this is over, she is probably going to try and nickel and dime you.
Probably gonna try to find a way to get out of actually paying us. Yes.
She is going to do her darndest to pay you, as little as possible out of the agreed terms, but she is willing to, like I say, go as high as around 9,000. Are you willing to take the deal?
Any objections?
Nah, keeps things interesting.
All right then.
Not like we're not trying to scam them. So.
All right, so whatever virtual signature you want to do. Probably
is it?
don't draw like a cute little eyeball to
No,
identify you as Odin. That's funny, but would be bad in this case because you're trying to not
Yeah.
be Odin.
no, it's probably
I mean-
I mean, you're handed a stylus pen. You can sign whatever. It doesn't actually matter. It's just
mean-
like,
yeah, just
part of the vibes.
Yeah.
You could just write Lancer if you want. Oh yeah, draw a little bunny.
how do you think Odin's drawing skills are?
I mean, I mean, you've got Odin has a decent presence, right?
Present 5.
Yeah, you're pretty good. You could probably probably not like professional level, but you could probably freeball it. Drew a little doodle.
Draw a mechanical bunny.
Draw a little robot rabbit.
I will give Odin eyes.
It's a bunny, not a jackrabbit.
It is true. Very interesting signature. Yes. All right. She slides it back in her briefcase and says, "All right. We look forward to seeing your work." Yeah, no, I generally don't like to make things so complicated when players are succeeding. She'll says, contact us when you believe the work is done, and we can arrange the pickup. Just checks your smartwatch. All right, you've got the conference room for 10 more minutes. I have to go take something uptown. Taps out her cigarette, adjusts her gloves, walks away. Alrighty.
Up there.
Someone's gonna take the contact off his cyber eye. Okay.
All right, so you are being offered approximately 9,000 credits to eliminate the Rustlers. But
All I made.
as you said, yeah, the job will only be counted as complete if they are indeed removed from the area.
Basically, if we make out that their massacre is on the news, they can't argue it.
That's true.
Oh, they will burn.
I don't know why, but I just imagine like Jack leaning forward and suddenly getting very dramatic lighting, even though it's like fucking 1:30 in the afternoon in a fucking 80s themed hotel.
I'm sorry, no, I'm just imagining the corp was just like, oh, sorry, I dimmed the lights by accident.
Sorry about that.
You hit the dimmer switch.
Yeah, it's I guess we loot everything we want and we just blow the fuck up, the rest up.
Well, now we're in the prep phase. You technically have a job. This is probably time for everybody to go back to Odin's BR Spant and get ready.
Back into the soundproof office.
So, to remind you guys and the audience at home, the 3 identified businesses you have of the Rustlers is they have a biker bar, a garage, and a racetrack. You guys also have things and stuff. Where we begin?
What's up? Sorry, my mic was all weird.
I'm asking where we're beginning with the job planning.
Probably have to research all their major hotspots, so I assume we have to get down into the canyons.
Well, the canyons is a few hours drive, and it's probably not the best for buying stuff. So the question is, do you want to basically start the job now, do all our research on site and attack from there, or do you want to spend like a couple days going back and forth doing the stuff?
I think a couple days going back and forth would be probably better.
I mean, you did.
Just 'cause we won't actually-
You pitched
we
the
won't
job
actually-
on thoroughness, so.
Yeah. We don't actually know what we need until we know what we're going after.
Yeah, I bet we're just gonna need a lot of guns, a lot of ammo, maybe some snacks, and a few explosives.
And probably, I guess, just a head count of all the rustlers, so we all know which ones are which. I can probably just get some facial data running through.
I know I talked to Granny Cody. Was she able to actually punch me with like who's who, or did I mess that up? I forgot.
I don't think you messed it up. I think it was the question was if you wanted to owe her an extra favor for like a in-depth intel right away.
And I was probably like,
Let's see. How long has it been since that meeting? It's been a few days, right? Because that was before pre-pep and stuff on the grand opening
yeah.
when you had that conversation. So, it's been a few days. If you want to call her back, if I remember correctly, because that was now several weeks ago, but if I remember rightly, she said that she would, get you in until she could with a more natural speed. So you can check back with her.
Hang on, I'm just double checking something real quick here. Yeah, I'll check back in with her.
All right. Yeah, you call her back up. And you want to ask about like identifying rustlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She kind of pauses, thinks about it, and it's like, yeah, I've been doing some info gathering. Well, hon, it's not like the rustlers have, a website. They don't have like a yearbook. But they're a gang, so you'll probably recognize their colors. They got the usual sort of stuff you'd expect: hats, boots, spurs. Don't know why they wear the fucking spurs. Doesn't make no sense. Jacket, but they do have a enduring love of bandanas. Expect most of the actual marked members of the Rustlers to be wearing probably a navy blue bandana. Yeah, we probably mark most of them.
Okay.
Some of them will be, despite the fact that y'all, you guys did a number on them. Some of them will probably still be dumb enough to wear their patches on their riding jackets. Sleeves are back, Rustlers. I think they have a rattlesnake logo.
Okay.
Must resist urge to say tunnel snakes rule.
You already said it. Move on.
But I didn't say it the right way. But we won't. We're moving on. Oh, I don't have my nose being itchy. Jeez.
Because you didn't say it.
Probably. Yeah. So, like I said, the Rustlers are technically a scav gang and street pirates. So, they do not exactly have a central database you can go, but they have a certain style of dress and colors you can identify them as. They have a logo and they have navy bandanas.
All right, cool.
Navy blue bandanas, I should specify. So that should let you, identify regular hangers-on and goonery from, card-carrying members.
All right. Well, we got three locations, so we got to hit a bar, a garage, and a racetrack. Strictly speaking, the racetrack is probably going to be the biggest. It's a racetrack.
I mean, yeah, if you bust out your sat map, yes, that area is geographically the largest.
The bar and shop are probably only a few rooms big. Well, actually, we probably should do some research on said location.
Yeah.
Location. You guys want to do a verse search on said locations, or are we going to go out in person?
I'm not sure a verse search would necessarily get us data on like who hangs out there and how many people hang out there. It would definitely probably get us schematics of the buildings, but I'm not sure what else it would get. In-person investigation might do a bit better.
Well, then how close you want to get? You want to go in, order a few rounds, take a head count? Or you want to spend like several hours, watching people and, clicking the clicker of people going in and out?
I mean, I can work some magic at the mechanic shop to get some information out of the people there.
Well, I also don't want us being too obvious about the info gathering. That's the other thing.
No, don't worry. I can make it seem like I'm just an interested. What's the term? Why did my brain die? Person who wants to buy things. Customer.
I do want to remind
Thank
you
you,
that you
Brain.
are a 14-year-old girl, and 14-year-old girl like throwing around cash is one of the most suspicious goddamn things in the world.
Big money. More money, more
Yeah,
problems.
well, I'm also a grease monkey, though.
That does not change my point whatsoever.
Fair.
While they are a tech gang, I am not necessarily going to give you free upgrades for the Rustler criminals for Talk Shop.
Oh, no, I was thinking about the people working at the mechanic shop.
Well, you don't know anything about the people working in the mechanic shop. You currently don't
That's
know.
true.
Maybe those guys are all rustlers.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
That's true.
All right, so
That's
let's okay. So I guess what we're gonna do is we'll start with long range surveillance and see if we have to move into actually close range surveillance.
All right. I will ask you now because it will be important for how quickly this will flow. 1, are you splitting the party? And kind of an if-then statement from there. What are we looking at first?
I mean, think I should be fine alone as long as I'm not seen. And, if I am, I just run away.
Yeah. I think I should be fine at the mechanic shop. I don't know how useful I'll be at the other places. Like, I don't think I should go to the bar. I'm just gonna say that now.
Yeah.
I would look. I know you talked about me not being that conspicuous at the mechanic shop. That's hella worse at a bar.
No, you are correct.
He'd probably go with you just to cover your ass.
If you want, we can maybe have me spend a day just kind of doing some long distance surveillance of the place so we get a little more information, and then we can do more in depth. Do you want to do that?
I'm good with that. What do you think?
Well, are you gonna survey all 3 locations?
Yeah, I could just spend a couple hours at each one. Maybe specifically watch the bar during the evening and the shop during business hours and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you were to divide it up, I'd say watch the shop during the morning, the horse tracks during the afternoon, and the bar during the evening.
All right, you can do that.
Wrong kind of racetrack, but good thinking.
It's a horse racetrack?
No, I said wrong kind of racing.
Oh.
I don't think Lucky meant to say horse track.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say horse track. I don't know. We have a horse track here, and I'm constantly thinking about it. It's called Emerald Downs. I'm just like,
Yeah. Your brain just auto-completed for some reason. No,
Yeah.
it's
I think technically horse tracks
off-
are more common.
Yeah, not in the canes. They do off-road racing.
yeah, off-road racing. My bad.
Well, yeah.
But all right, okay.
Think we
In
do
that
it
case,
anyway, so-
we'll do those in sequence
Okay.
because sequencing is important. So yeah, the rest of you guys have some free time. Feel free to spend that how you wish. Let's start then. Wolf, give me starting at the garage first, the auto place. Give me a let's go with an average perception check.
Double check perception. All right, 3 successes for the shop.
Okay. So pretty normal lookout. So you start in the morning. So it is good, by the way, that you did this setup first. So the garage place, it has it's a pretty typical type of style of establishment you would expect. It's very similar to a building where the Night Parade was once teched out, and then that was very briefly, owned by Jack. Couple of rolling top garage doors on one side and like a big like warehouse side, and then an actual like office/storefront area. It's got a very like dingy, half broken sign that says Fifth Wheel Auto and Tires. But you would guess, based on your observation from the outside, that this used to be an MP, a mom and pop operation. This has been taken over by the Rustler sometime in the past forever. They do not appear to be operating it like a front business. They are operating it like a gang hideout, basically.
Okay.
What, you get like 3 successes? You got a lot of success.
Yeah, 3.
So, they're not like super in depth with security here. They do have a decent number of guys. You probably head count about 10 or 11 actual colors wearing members of the gang here. One of them looks to be in charge. He has the largest hat. Then they have about half a dozen mechanics. Based on their like dress and attitude, you can't really tell if they are supposed to, from this distance anyway, if they're supposed to be gang members or just guys the Rustlers have, shanghaied into doing this work.
Okay.
So that's your head count. They do not seem to take customers or orders or anything. It does look like they have a decent amount of like warehouse shelf space where they're keeping a lot of stuff, a lot of junk and things. Inside, or I guess inside's the right word. At the parking lot, outside the actual buildings, they have a flatbed truck for hauling vehicles. So there's a flatbed here. Mm-hmm. And where you're looking, it looks like they've got a couple of vehicles in for work. One of them is clearly one of their Rustler vehicles. It looks like a Rover. So something, like a military or up-jumped, off-road Jeep with a possible light machine gun mount. That's actually being worked on. In the other bay of the garage, they have what looks like a normal civilian minivan. They're in the process of completely and utterly disassembling for parts. So yeah, it does look like the auto place garage is. They are using it as a actual chop shop and maintenance for their vehicles. It is not being run like a business.
All right. So sounds like probably good thing that Jack didn't go there.
Yes. It would be very funny if Jack went there, but yes, no. It would be good to observe from a distance first.
Yeah.
As much as I would have loved to have the Rustlers kidnap Jack and force her to fix vehicles for them. Okay, and then racetrack next.
Just checking, is there anything kind of around back of the building, or is it just kind of all one solid structure? Checking to see if there's back entrances or anything.
And I can do a very rough sketch of the layout if you want, but no. The backside looks like it was once an alley for delivering, parts and other stuff that they just don't use. It's probably, I should say, surrounded by a chain link fence with some chicken wire on top, not real razor wire, just basic bitch irritant stuff. Keep casuals out there. Nothing to you, professional illegal entry man. They have a back gate with a piece of shit padlock, and the blacktop is all cracked and potholed. It doesn't look like they. how to put this. It looks like since the Rustlers took over this building, they have no interest in pretending that it is not a gang hideout. They don't like do shit out through the back or anything like that. They are very upfront. They will jack your ride, put it on their flatbed, drive it up, park it in the car bay, and tear it down for parts, open onto the street in front of God and everybody.
Fair enough.
In case you can't tell, at no point have you guys expressed any positive feelings towards the Rustlers, so the Rustlers are just assholes.
That reminds
Oh,
me.
I thought it was your job to make him a kiss.
I think Wolf's has the highest attitude towards them, which is neutrality.
That reminds me. I probably will call Blue Steel and just let her know if they have any business deals with the Hustlers. They should probably wrap them up.
I mean, they did shoot at you.
I don't think Wolf was ever actually in a job that.
I mean, they
No,
shot.
The train job. They fired
the
in
train job
generally.
They shot at the train. Like that wasn't really anything.
Yeah, I guess that questions does Wolf consider negligent firearms discharge a neutral?
Pretty much.
Excuse me.
Fair enough.
How much deck core can I get?
Oh, God knows.
I believe the next one is the kart
racetrack.
racing spot.
Yep. So roll me another average perception.
All right. One success,
shit,
2 threat
actually.
though.
Okay, 2 threats. All right, that's good. I forgot something
no.
because it was I was not reading my notes as I did this. Actually, when you called back to Granny, she would have had a Granny Coyote. She would have had a thing to let you know.
Oh.
She would have brought up, in addition to like giving you their colors, that she's been talking with her people, her clan kin, to be ready to when you're pulling your job. She did want to let you know that a local person in her network, a nomad, an ARV, did get their technical pinched by the Rustlers. She kind of waves it off as like, it was one of those, racing for pink slips, but they caught him with a underhanded cross out. He shouldn't have done it, but it's a family vehicle. It's important to get back.
Okay.
So they're storing that down at the racetrack, and she would consider it an average favor for you to get it back.
Okay.
Relatively unharmed. Mostly intact is the phrase in my notes. Okay, so Wolf is observing the racetrack from a distance. So it's the middle of the day. You're outside the main city. It's very desertified out here, so it's a little windy, a little dusty. It's a little warm for even a mid-spring day. So you're looking over everything. They got what looks like a couple of basic race circuits. Again, these are all like just in dirt lots and sand and stuff. One's pretty. They got like a simple oval track set up. They got another one with some twists and turns and some obstacles. Piles of tires. I forgot what they call them, but those concrete road barrier type things set up for a little thrill. There's a pretty large parking lot here where they got vehicles going on, and you may actually see them run a couple of races.
Yeah, because specifically this was kind of like in the afternoon, getting towards the evening, not necessarily after sunset yet, but yeah.
Yeah, they do actually like have some visitors. I will say, with your couple of threats, you can't really pick out which vehicles that are parked and operated here are run by the Rustlers and not. You would say that in their parking lots and in some like they've got like a maintenance pit crew area. There's about a dozen vehicles here. Mostly, Ute or Rover type vehicles, and then probably another, like a third or a quarter of them, cycles and ATVs, dirt bikes and off-road bikes. You do see some non-colors wearing like gearhead types here. This area actually looks like one where they take, civilian custom, basically, because, you can't run a racing business against yourself. So they actually do some work out here. The primary things you'd notice is there's a little shack here that looks like an office. Looks like they, they quote unquote sell tickets and like take bets on races out there. Mostly it's just open area. In the pit, you do notice there's what looks like a sizable couple of fuel tanks. And in terms of like how many guys there are here, let's see. I guess to do some quick math.
1 + 1 is 2 quick math.
Not quite that quick, but similar.
2 + 2 is 4.
So yeah, there's probably, you would guess, another, dozen or so rustlers minding the business here.
Okay.
But like I said, with your threats, you can't quite pick out what their actual vehicle composition is.
One vehicle looks too similar to another for Wolf.
Yeah, it's like, hey, it's when they're both off-road nomad kitted out. The difference between an actual utility vehicle and a military surplus Jeep are not that different.
Okay, note to self: make sure we let Granny Coyote know what day we are actually doing the op, so she can make sure her people are nowhere near this fucking place.
Do you have a good relationship with anyone else in the canyon? I can't remember.
I have a good relationship with the Sapphires, particularly with one of their LTs, Blue Steel, who runs the club.
Yeah, no. Was it anyone else? Because I can't really remember.
Odin, I believe, has a working relationship with Wirehead guys as well.
Yeah, I have one of their LTs.
Yeah.
Claymore
has spoken to the 776ers before. I don't think you guys really maintained that relationship, though.
Nah.
I think we're just kind of neutral with them.
They as established before, the 776ers specify mostly mind their own business up in the old suburbs.
Yeah.
They've basically turned it into a little fortress where they hang out. Yeah. Okay. And then around dusk to after dark, you're gonna check out the bar, right?
Yeah, it's probably literally I'm following a bunch of the crowd coming from the racetrack out off towards the bar. So.
Oh yeah, that absolutely does work. Well, I would say normally, because you're deliberately waiting for evening, there would be some concealment dice here, but I'm pretty sure your magical eyeballs remove those.
Remove one at least.
Yeah, it would only be low light. It's early evening, and there would be streetlights is probably the wrong word, but they would have big floodlights and area lights and stuff to let you know, hey, we're open. We're not just an abandoned hulk. All right, so you head to the biker bar, chop and shop. Please roll me another average perception.
All right. Damn. All right.
Interesting. All right. Okay, so the Chop and Shop Biker Bar, very stereotypical vibe. They've got a big, dirt parking lot filled with maybe a dozen bikes at any given time. You probably head count at least twice as many people inside. They've got some large, open windows so that everybody can make sure to look out and see their bikes parked there just in case. So you can see in pretty good. They've got, a long crummy bar top. They've got, crappy screens showing pirated TV. There is a jukebox in there. Somebody's playing What's New Pussycat 25 times.
What's New Pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
They do have some general table space to sit down and eat. They got a couple of holographic billiards tables. But all in all, very grungy, grimy, greasy. You can literally see behind the bar, and it looks like
I can see the grease from here.
Yes, that too. But also, you're looking behind the bar. The bottles they got on the shelf are cheap ass beer and like wine coolers, and then maybe a couple dozen clearly stolen bottles of expensive spirits, and a lot of mason jars of something clear. It looks like the only thing on their menu is like pre-packed food, and they got a greasy auto kitchen. There's a single unisex bathroom. They do have a kitchen area, but I will say this with your Triumph, you circle the place a couple times, look at it. They don't actually do a lot of cooking of food in the kitchen. Like I said, they've got easy to prep pre-pack meals, fucking microwave burritos, that kind of shit, and a very bad auto kitchen. What's going on in the kitchen space is these guys are distilling moonshine and making drugs.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. The back rooms looks like it's a place where they engage in packing and selling of a variety of narcotics and stuff, and you can see several under the table deals going on in there. It looks like mostly they deal in normal shit like Shanghai candy, some liquid, and something you catch wind of as the Rustler's local brand, something they just call Boost. It's supposed to be like a little bit of a euphoriant and maybe juice up your nervous system a little. Judging by what you can say, it is clearly made with aerosol from paint cans, fermented animal dung, and huffing the inside of something that goes inside ultra high capacity batteries. Which, by the way, you're not supposed to crack the casing on. Don't do that.
Lovely.
Well, I think I have to come down on here as the hand of the fucking health inspector, I feel like. Jesus.
Yeah, no. You're not exactly sure about the ratios. You would say that a decent number of people in here are not wearing gang colors. They're like hangers-on, feeder gangs, local rabble-rousers. God forbid there's probably one or two freaks in there who are just like, I like the food here. Sorry, we got really southern. That's probably not what...
I have a question. Are we
I don't
talking
actually
like
know
F freaks or PH freaks?
F freaks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
like,
mean,
just-
these are
just-
California-based. These are California-based hicks. I don't think that's too far off.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm like, I don't actually know what the rural outland Cali sound like, but those guys, slightly sunburnt, shaved head guys in leather jackets. Wolf, you spot no less than a minimum of two assholes wearing T-shirts that say "Free Mustache Rides." But you do notice that they do actually have some rustlers as security. You would count maybe a dozen guys actually like running security and like taking deals, passing drugs. They have a couple of bartenders who are wearing navy blue bandanas, so the staff of the business are clearly in it.
All right.
And there's at least one, again, another like LT or floor boss here. There's at least one guy with a big hat.
All right.
But like I said,
the
you're
picture with
getting
the
your
big
exact
hat.
numbers of guys is a little hard because it's just fucking chaos.
Fuck
in
your
there.
big hat.
And if we wanted to, like, we could go through my footage because I have Cyber Eyes and like identify every single person. But I don't know if we want to go that far.
That is possible.
Probably not.
Odin, do you own Face Me?
I do.
Okay. Odin does have facial recognition software. You could feed the footage to that. That would take you a while. You would be crunching data for some time.
Yeah. I don't know if we want to take that much time,
And it would
but
be
yeah.
very boring, but it is possible if you wanted to be like really sure.
Probably at least the big hat guys and stuff like that. We probably
Go for the people you're not sure aren't immediate. In terms of data, the people that aren't wearing immediately gang colors. Like cut it in half.
All right. But yeah, there you go.
So-
That's what Wolf gets from his day of intel.
All right. Well, do we want to actually do some more in depth recon, or is that enough for people to commit to an attack? I think we should leave. Personally, I think we should leave the racetrack for later. I have a feeling that's going to involve some vehicular combat. Probably.
Fair enough.
That's fine.
So we should try to get done with the shop and the bar. So I reiterate again, does anyone feel like we need to do any additional intel gathering, or do we just go in, we'll drive the gun bunny through the fucking front and start shooting everybody? Well, not everybody. We'll shoot gang members.
Yeah.
We'll try not to hit people not wearing gang colors, but I promise nothing.
So pretty much, I think for the garage, probably give the chance for the employees to flee. It's kind of hard to tell if they're there because they want to be or not.
Honestly, this may sound cruel to me, but I'm gonna put their fate in the hands of God.
That's fine. All right.
Because again, if we just start let people run away, who knows who will let get away? And we don't.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't have a full print to tell me who's there willingly or not.
Unless you want to praying today.
Unless you want to capture everyone, that is something we can do. But then, if we capture people, what do we do with the gang members we capture? Are we going to execute them? I don't know how I feel about that. Well, actually, no. I'm okay with doing that. I don't know how y'all feel about that. So,
I'm not fully sure, actually.
yeah.
I'm honestly on vehicle duty for this one, I think.
Well, you got a few of them.
Yeah.
As in, you own a few vehicles, and also the vehicles.
Like I said,
No, and by that I mean I have an anti-vehicle weapon. I'm gonna use it.
Gonna use it. Because, like I said, remember our job is to disband the Rustlers, and to disband the Rustlers, we have to basically take out their infrastructure, but also take out enough personnel that they don't get a smart idea of trying to reform up again. That means people gotta die.
That's fair enough. I mean, you've relayed that you've kind of let your associates know that they shouldn't be in any of these locations, right?
I'm gonna do that the day of or the day before.
Yeah.
I don't want to give people too much lead up time.
Loose lips and all that. But
Yeah.
That's fine then.
You've got a plan to let everybody know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wolf is fine with just prioritizing the gang members, and yeah, I'm fine with it's their fate if they get caught in the crossfire.
Yeah. That's like I'm not gonna gun down everyone I see, but
I mean, if they're true non-combatants, they're probably gonna try and scatter or hit the deck.
yeah.
You'll be able to tell. I'm gonna assume that Claymore's not gonna be much like how you ask them the question if they're okay with executing guys. I assume Claymore is not gonna commit to no quarter, we kill them to the man kind of shit. If you take the fight out of all the combatants, you're not also gonna just gun down the metaphorical lifeboats.
No.
So we
I may
fight to take the fight out of the enemies, and we'll see what happens then.
I may break some limbs though.
That's fine.
It's fine. I just figured it's probably something that we need to make sure we're on the same page about, so we don't have any
Rules of engagement are important.
problems. Yeah.
Yes.
I guess the question is, I mentioned this earlier, but you're leaving the racetrack to last because that's larger. And I think Axe may have asked this earlier. We had a little crosstalk. Which one first, then? Which facility?
I'm partial to the garage first.
All right. Any objections to that plan?
Oh yeah. I didn't say which one we were doing. I was asking which war god are we praying to today.
Oh, sorry. I mean, hey, that's between y'all.
Yeah.
I believe some members of the crew would be partial to Bishamonten, but ow, bonking my nose.
Nah, I'm feeling more Susanna O for just big dick energy.
I was gonna say Susanoo earlier too. So yeah, I just didn't know. I just didn't think. Wait, is that actually?
Strictly speaking, Susanoo's a storm deity. But
Yeah, that says yeah.
I'm going.
That's
with
okay. Praying, we can say it. Praying to Thor can be cooler than praying to Tyr.
So Omega.
What's Tyr gonna do?
I
Drop
need
a
to
sword on my
find
head?
I need to find a very important purchase.
Yeah, what's up?
I need to find a Stetson with neon rabbit ears.
I mean, we can always pray to Hachimon.
Perfect. Nah, you got it.
I am going full cowboy this one.
Okay, I don't know how I did this, but I did not actually have money to buy all that explosive, so I do not have explosives. I cry.
Oh, I don't worry. I got explosive covered. Do you want my list of explosives?
Grenades.
Well, here's the thing.
No,
Are they
I also have C4.
Where'd you get
Where did you get
C4?
plastics?
I bought plastics like when we were going to do the tower job, because we were originally going to blow it up, but then I wanted it.
As
Were
you
you gonna
do.
blow it up?
Somewhat.
I mean, I think there were some
thought it was a
questions about
possibility.
whether there was some room for some stuff to be blown up. I don't remember when exactly you decided you were taking everything nailed.
Halfway through the job.
Yes, taking everything nailed down.
Okay, well,
Listen,
Yeah,
if
I have
Jack says
4
they got some
plastic-
plastiques, okay.
I have 4 plastic explosives, 12 high explosive grenades, 13 acid grenades, 26 normal grenades.
how do you have so
stun
many
grenades
grenades?
don't matter.
4 acid grenades? 13 doesn't sound right.
No, that's a different number. I have 10 acid grenades.
That's still a lot of acid grenades.
Still seems like a lot. I can tell you right now, Ramirez was not Tarantula Ramirez was not carrying that many acid grenades.
How many should I have?
Have you used any?
Well, first of all, have you used
No.
any?
I have not.
Then probably like 4 or 5.
Okay, I'll change that.
You made more, I guess.
I don't.
No.
That's why I asked, did you make more? And that did not seem to be the response.
I made more of the high explosive grenade ammo.
Yes, that I
'Cause that
believe
was a
actually like that. You were trying to replicate those earlier. I think I remember that conversation.
Yeah.
How much money lucky you need to get explosives again?
Well, we don't. Well, like I said, explosives are just for the funny. If we can find if
you need grenades, I could give you them.
No, I don't need.
I have 24
No,
grenades.
we don't need grenades. He's talking about demolishing structures.
Yes.
Grenades don't do that.
I have 4 plastic
Very spicy
explosives.
grenades. Yeah, you got 4 plastic.
That would probably be enough. Also, it's great for blowing open doors and shit. You never know.
Yeah.
Because again, we're going to like our eventual guard is going to be a junkyard fortress. Who knows what kind of defenses they may have.
Yeah.
But I am content to wait because I had bought tool stuff. Because my plan is going to involve using our lovely gun bunny, Will Smith at my fucking technical here, which is super souped up as an autocannon, good armor. Basically, my intent is fuck stealth, just drive it down their fucking throats and start firing. Maximum surprise, maximum effect.
Stop this is a massacre.
I was gonna do the same thing, but with my van.
You sure you want to do that with your van?
Technically,
Try armor your van first.
it has a beam cannon on it.
Well, you can just fire from across the street.
Honestly, I feel like that beam cannon is like, what's the damage on that beam cannon? I'm gonna be real.
It's technically damage 2, but it's vehicle damage.
Oh, okay. Actually, it's not as crazy as I thought. Never mind. I thought it was gonna be like 4 or
beam
5 or
cannon's
something.
not that.
I think it was gonna be like 4 or 5. Huh. All right.
No, it's just accurate and breach.
Oh, it's the breach that makes it scary. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. Also, it's extreme range. So.
Unlicensed particle accelerator.
It goes zap zap.
Well, like I said, the gun bunny is armor 2, so.
I mean, I would say that like Jack probably doesn't want to literally follow along in the van and like ram it in anything because your van is not.
I'm not gonna ram the van in anything. I'm gonna be more long range than that.
Yeah,
but you're gonna fucking vehicle roll up.
Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you've got a plan. Is there any other positioning you want to take care of? And then also, you should probably assign vehicle crews.
Also, I do have some armoring on the van.
It is pretty big.
It is armored. It's just not as good as your armor is.
Well, let me guess. How much armor does your van have?
So it has the default armor plus I got the customization to have it get +1 range defense.
Yeah, so it's probably what, armor 1?
I think it's armor 1, melee 2 range. I think.
Those are not armor; those are defenses.
Oh yeah. armor 1, and then yeah, defense is 2 in range, 1 in melee.
Well, the default armor for a van is 0.
Okay, so mine's armor 1.
Okay, yeah. So you've up armored it once
Mm-hmm.
and got some defense.
Yep. So it's more armored than a van would normally be, but I think it's still less armored than your technical.
Yeah, my technical is armor 2.
Well, especially because I haven't been upgrading my van much. Because spoiler, after this mission, I'm likely going to switch vehicles.
Mm. I just would like to note that armor 2 means that this technical is just as armored as a Panzer.
Yep. Listen. I got it. I got the Tortoise custom made in Suzaku. I played a night call to some engineer buddies I know. I woke them up in the middle of the night. They went down to the Fabbers. They accessed the special menu on the Fabber. It was great.
Yep.
It was a rush job, but hey.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe you did add some hull threshold to it as well, but
yeah,
it's probably not as beefy as that.
Yeah, my gun bunny is SIL 2. It's speed 3, handling +2, defense 2, armor 2, hull threshold 8, system strain 10.
Yeah, that's still pretty good, but not as good as like an AFV. The Panzer is armor 2, hull 18, 1 defense all around.
Yeah. I just like to think that my truck has some good parts under the hood. And,
yeah, no, they probably redid some of the skin with some stuff and could have packed you some extra ablative armor plating. You've got the roll cage and stuff that you can stuff with extra armor plates, and
it's basically Pan Am's Beast, honestly.
Yeah. No, definitely. And the old trick that instead of stuffing phone books into the doors are stuffed with slabs of tank armor, ceramic armor plates.
Yeah.
Maybe you got some Kevlar tarps lining your truck bed and stuff.
No, I got that. I just sprayed it with that God, what was that material they found out in Must Brothers was really good for stopping explosions? God, what was it? Oh, no, I think it was just truck liner. I think it was just truck liner. Can't remember.
Yeah, truck liner is very solid.
What's in truck liner?
I don't know, but apparently it's really good at negating explosive blasts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if you're spraying the lining on your truck, the idea is so that it doesn't scratch and scuff when you put heavy shit in there. So yeah, probably be pretty impact resistant. Anyway, the gun bunny we've solved your vehicles are very nice. Who's going in what?
Well, I am taking my gun bunny. Duh.
I'd like to take shotgun in the gun bunny.
Okay, that's 2 in the gun bunny.
Well, shotgun or gunner? Somebody needs to operate the
question?
gun.
Is gunnery a gunnery?
Yes, it's gun.
Yes.
Yes.
Gun is gunnery.
Not a cannery.
Okay.
Wolf has his new quad.
All right, I'm in my van with Jabberwock and Nightingale.
I'm gonna get a question. If I want to move from driver to my gun, is that 2 maneuvers or 1 maneuver?
It's 1 maneuver to switch positions.
Okay.
It's free if you have a Let's Ride.
I do not have Let's Ride, so it will not be free. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I did. Oh, by the way, Omega, I changed Nightingale's skills around a little bit with just some maneuvering.
Yeah.
So she now has less in charm because I think that makes perfect sense for her attitude. So she now has 0 charm and she has 2 in driving.
Okay.
So she will be taking driving.
Fair enough.
And I will be taking gunnery. Because I think I have the highest gunnery in the group, I think. I'm not sure.
Depending on how long you've been putting points in it, you might.
I've been putting points in it for a while. I have higher gunnery than I do range light at this point.
Probably impressive.
Lucky.
All right, is everybody ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Yep.
I guess we're there. I'll take over driving when you take over guns. Goes.
I mean, we don't. Once we crash into it, we won't need to drive. We'll be in an Armor 2 vehicle with a fucking turret. Just shoot out the goddamn windows.
All right then.
Okay. Let's see. I mean, you're probably gonna get the drop on them. I don't. I guess the question is like, what vehicle is your slowest? Probably the van.
I mean, it is increased speed because I have my skills, but I
Talents,
think
you
your
mean?
technical's still faster. Yeah, talents. Bruh, dumb.
Yeah, the terminology changes. So yeah. Well, like, what's the speed on an off-road cycle? Is it still the same? I think. Yeah.
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 I have
off-road bike is
speed.
kind of
I drive at speed 2 effectively because it's speed 1 and then plus my 1 for my talent.
All right. So yeah, I think that's the slowest.
Yeah, I
But
think it's
speed 2 is still pretty fast, So.
And I can at any time switch to speed 4, but it will damage my vehicle.
Yeah, you got some special buttons. We're not doing a chase, so that doesn't matter. I'm just kind of debating like how fast you can get up there. So yeah, I don't think we need you guys need a roll thing to like rush up. So Claymore, your plan is to put this thing inside the building, right?
Right.
Okay, so I assume then you want to crash into the storefront type area.
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to make sure that I call Blue Steel and Granite Coy and let them know that it's going down today.
No, yeah, you said you did that, so we're
Okay.
taking account for that. Okay. In that case, I do want a drive check from you, Claymore. Yeah, no, this would happen first. I want you to do a drive check. To see if you can get your correct placement.
Okay.
How fast are you driving?
Speed 3. Sure. Why not?
Okay. Let me double check if that means that we do an upgrade ski or not. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, that is fast enough that there will be an upgraded difficulty. So roll with 1 red and. See, I think it's based on your silhouette when you're dangerous driving. So, you'd is what? Still 2?
Yes.
Yeah. So 1 red, 1 purple. Add any handling you have in there.
Righto, let's go.
Oh, don't worry, Loth. I get to keep the laser beam with me.
This is technically true, yes. It is a feature of your signature vehicle.
I just imaged the rover hitting its own user.
Yeah. Listen, not everybody checks check all the time, Loth. Okay, so you have succeeded. You are fine. So yeah, you just do the classic. You're driving down the street in a little convoy. I guess it's up to Wolf whether he wants to be like in the middle or the front maybe, or like trailing behind Jack. But yeah, you peel down the street. Claymore, you pop your e-brake, you swerve around and just keep driving. And you smash through the what would normally be a plate glass window, but it's obviously been replaced with some kind of shatter-resistant plastic, and plow into what was once the storefront of a lovely auto parts place, but is now, like I said, mostly turned into a little hideout staging area they have. So cans and bins and parts fly everywhere. It means it's time to roll a critical Hjark for your vehicle.
Yep, minus 30.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly, the critical hit table in this defaults to Star Wars. So I'm just going to poly 1d100 minus 30. Because I can see the fucking chart.
Heh. 1.
Like it's like 1 system strain or something.
Yes.
No, actually, rattled is the vehicle suffers 3 system strain, and the pilot and its occupants each suffer 3 strain.
Wow,
that's
that is
that's the bottom one.
Yes.
wow.
Damn, that's more severe than I thought it was.
Yeah, that is severe. What the fuck?
I like the
critical
critical.
breaks.
The critical hit chart is critical hit for vehicles in Genesis is in some cases a little spicier, but also is more spread out. There's a lot of the mid-tier ones are just your stuff's damaged. There's no like you catch horribly on fire or anything like that. Like there is one fire result, but it's way in the lead. But
I'll
yeah, so
take the 3.
I mean, you're jostling and jamming in there. You smash through this plate panel, you plow through these shelves.
Excuse me.
You have to roll over, literally trundle the axles and stuff over a lot of crap. But the vehicle will live through all of this, and you guys will too. It's not a comfy ride, though. I'm fairly certain that Wolf is not driving through anything in his vehicle.
No, I'll come to a stop outside the front.
Yeah.
And
I want to ask Jack, are you said earlier you're not planning into anything, right?
What?
You're not
Planning on
driving
ramming
into
my van
anything.
into things? No, I learned that was a bad idea last time.
Okay, all right. So yeah, you guys basically screech to a halt in the parking lot. Everybody roll cool for initiative.
Now, when I have the fucking battle wagon with the fucking plow front, that's a different story.
I'm gonna roll command.
All right.
All right. Not too bad.
So this one.
Let me see if anyone gets any bonuses.
My list of guys. Okay. So we've got those guys. Yawning today, are we?
A little bit.
It happens.
Sorry, I didn't
We
mean to
will
yawn on the mic
see
there.
how long this one takes. We can probably get another one in, but we'll see. Okay, yeah. This
Nope.
one. All right, they don't have anything.
Oh, if that second dies, that's blank.
So these guys are just gonna roll based on their whip. Definitely a slot at the bottom. It's technically a slot at the bottom because some of you have actually managed to roll successfully. Jug. Okay, all right. We've got some range, some flexibility for once.
I think you might actually be going first.
No, he's going second.
Is he?
Yeah, didn't Dallas roll 3-2?
Yes. No, I rolled
That's right,
3-2.
All right,
That's
yeah.
right.
I was scrolling up and I couldn't see Dallas.
I'm going
Where'd Dallas
first.
go? Well, somebody's going first. You don't necessarily.
I should have actually burned stuff on the narrow chem. I'll do it next time.
Shit. Where is the stat book I'm looking for? That one. Okay. Did this guy have any? No.
Also,
okay,
did you
so-
call one of these motherfuckers Chug Jug?
No, I said Judja earlier
Ah,
because there's 2 G's. Okay.
okay, that's not too bad.
Technically, the mechanics are rival slots, but I'm rolling 1 for their general vibes because they are not, strictly speaking, combatants. So we will see what they do. Nope, don't roll. It's yeah. All right, so as we get into combat zone, to illuminate what's here, there are about there is a minion group of 5 guys in the front office space where Claymore has just crashed his ride to get in there. They are very confused and not sure what the fuck is going on, but they are understanding they are definitely being attacked, so they're going to, pull out guns and knives and stuff, and You know. Presumably they're, because you identify they have a boss here, presumably their boss is also in this side of the building. Then there is another minion group of 5 in the garage area with the mechanics and their vehicles who are going to be figuring out what the fuck is going on with them. So the Gun Buddy crew probably does not have a direct line on those guys because they are like in the next room over. You can with an autocannon, you can definitely fire through walls. That works like defenses for cover and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's possible. But yeah, you don't have a direct line of sight on them from where you are. Like I said, the Gun Bunny is in the lead basically because you plowed into this, and scattered everything. And there are these guys right here. Wolf on his ATV and Jack's van are just outside in the parking lot. So you're at, a further distance away, probably like medium-ish range. You guys, though, can possibly see the mechanics and the garage crew through their doors, though. So you've got a PC slot first. Who goes?
I go.
Yep.
Claymore will spin a maneuver to switch from the driver's seat to the gunnery seat, and he is going to open fire with the autocannon onto said minion group.
All right. I'm pretty sure these guys don't get a defense. I will just check real quick. Nope, that's somehow we've gotten into creatures.
Creatures.
Nope. They got nothing. Roll me one purple. Are you auto firing? Actually, I guess I should ask.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me 2 purples. As Claymore somehow manages to like put his chair in full recline and just hand over hand climb back through the passenger compartment into the gun seat.
I see.
What's an auto fire?
Okay, well, hey, you're firing a vehicle scale weapon, so that is the autocannon's what? A 1 to start, so
Yes.
that's 4 total, so that's 40 damage.
Oh my god.
These guys have 5 wounds a pop, which means that at 5 of them, they have 25 wounds. Their Force Soak doesn't get added into this equation. So these guys are schwacked. This is a fucking 80s Schwarzenegger-ass movie scene, as you are just daka 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 daka. Big 20 millimeter shells are falling everywhere inside this place. These guys are gone. Toast. The significant amount of their crap in this room is toast. There used to be an old counter where they kept like the cash register that looks like they turned into like an impromptu dining area because they like camp out here sometimes. Schwacked. You see like little spurts of water as you dump a couple rounds into the turlet, and the porcelain obliterated. So yeah, no, these guys are fucked. They're dead. They're gone. Let me see. Is there a
auto fire to hit another group?
Yeah.
Well, technically there is no other group. I could try shooting through the wall, but I don't know if I'll actually hit anybody.
Yeah, I mean, technically you can use auto fire to hit multiple guys, but you're supposed to declare on the hardest guy first. So
that's true. Yeah.
You would have had to have targeted the guys in the next room because, like I said, they would definitely have had some extra black die for cover. But you can triumph to like upgrade yourself, or an ally, or other. You could have something narratively important happen if you want. You are firing wildly. If you,
I'll go with the narratively important one. Do I actually have to think of something narratively important? Do you have something?
I have a couple ideas, but if you have any pitches, feel free to hit me with one first.
I technically have a pitch.
Well, sure. Players
first I'll
first,
ask the group. Do we want more of the wrestlers to come here?
The pause indicates thinking.
I mean, my immediate question is yes, but I'm also curious what Omega's options are.
Well, wasn't part of the plan to eliminate these outer places and kind of drive the remaining wrestlers into their base?
Yeah.
I guess
True.
we could use the triumph is like they retreat.
Well, I don't know if that's dude. I don't know.
I mean, the triumph is
I'll be
to
back in a
do
second.
something vital. That would probably not be in there, but they. I mean, I would say if you do not want them to run away, there is absolutely an easy one for the triumph.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Hey, remember I said they have a flatbed truck outside?
Yeah.
Well, you're firing 20 millimeter in an enclosed space. Outside, Jack and Wolf, you hear the distinct as a couple of Claymore strays hit some of the tires of that flatbed. That thing's not going anywhere fast.
I have disabled an escape vehicle. Very well then.
Yes.
Excellent.
Now 3 threats. This is an awkward one because there's not a standalone chart for vehicle advantage and disadvantage in this context, and I can't really have you fall prone. That'd be funny, but no.
I know it's not here, but like off the top of my head, I would say like 3 threat. I overheat the gun and I can't fire it next round.
We might do that. I might also. I'm debating whether I want to add interference to these guys' work.
Gun jam.
Yeah, or gun jam, something like that.
Gun explosion.
Not gun
Too much?
explosion. That would hurt. Pain.
That's
Echo.
not a spare.
Yeah, no.
That
It's
is
not like
weird.
sucking
Yeah,
up your ammo or
like
rating your
high
difficulty.
threat but not despair. Weird.
Yeah. Like usually those are like smaller stuff. I mean it's kind of a little weighted that way. I can use it to it says grant the enemy significant advantage. Yeah, no, I can work with that. While you're just firing shots that are ripping through, you catch the chains on those roll top doors to the car bays, which causes them to slam shut. That is going to significantly cut off Wolf and Jack's firing lines as well.
Okay.
So all in all, pretty effective run, but you've slightly complicated things by just letting her rip. If you wish, you may take a second maneuver.
I do not. I'm good.
All right, he's good. It is now an NPC slot. Well, I should probably use it for the leader. Okay. The leader is gonna, come turn around the corner of a back room. He's going to draw a heavy pistol. Oh, yeah, just a quick draw. He has to because there's no fucking way he can hurt a vehicle otherwise. So give me a sec to get a notepad out so I can start tracking things. Because he's gonna take 2 strain, which because he's a rival is 2 wounds to get a second maneuver to aim for a called shot. He is going to attempt to snipe Claymore inside his vehicle mount. So he's going to add 2 black to this because he literally cannot take any more maneuvers. All right. In your current configuration, Claymore, dost thou have any ranged defense?
I have 1 defense.
Okay.
I am wearing my exosuit. It's a little funky, but yes.
Oh, then yes, my imagination was absolutely correct. You had to flatten the fucking chair to
Yes.
crawl back there. Actually, honestly, at least for them, everybody else should be glad they're not riding in the cab with Claymore. Odin probably had to scooch to make a little room. If there was somebody riding in the back 2 seats in your cab, they would probably be fucking squished right now. Okay, so we're gonna roll. How much do you have in ranged light? Okay, 1. I do not fancy this guy's chances. I mean, it's only 1 purple at this range, but he's got 3 blacks. Well, we'll roll it out. Oh, no, I put blues. Let me reroll that. That's right. It's S for Sepek.
I don't know what to say. Damn.
Nah.
Damn.
Well, guess what? He's only firing a heavy pistol. Oh, actually, that's 4 blacks. Hold on. I forgot. It's an
4.
accurate one.
Oh.
Reroll.
Oh, the shitty gun too.
It's a heavy pistol. It's got a lot of recoil.
Oof.
Okay, so he does still succeed. Hey, guess what? 8 damage.
I'm currently 12 silk.
Yeah. So, like I said, you're in a technicalized vehicle, so like you're not in a completely shielded gun nest when you're in the gun mount. It's just the gun is propped up in the bed. But you're a big armored boy. So a couple of these, shots he's firing do find home, but they just plink off the plating. Bring, bring.
I would like for it to look at him and have my helmet eye glow ominously red.
Yes, yep. You can do the red eye lens flare deep fried meme.
Thank you.
Well, he'll take a strain from that because he rolled a threat. So he's at 3 out of 16 wounds because he's a rival. As he just blam 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 blam. He's got like a big 1911 clone or like a Deagler type something, and he's just like, son of a bitch. He's clutching his cowboy hat to his head with his other hand. Son of a bitch.
I really wish I had the gif of Happy Souls where the guy at the beginning just stare at him,
just rotates his head around.
I would like
Is this too easy for you? I think Claymore is about that guy's, height and breadth in power armor. Well, that's the entirety of that NPC turn. So we got another PC turn.
I would like to go.
All right, Jack.
I'm not going to move because I don't need to.
In sequence.
Mine's first, Loth.
No, actually, Lost is first in my end.
No, Lost is first.
Lost is first. But yes, that is exact. I'm glad you had it, but
you did post it at the exact same minute.
Yeah, I think it's just how Discord rendered them out.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him started. It's literally the same second. All right, yes, Jack, you're going. What's up?
So I'm going to just aim.
Okay.
And aim. And fire.
At what?
At the guy who just shot at Lucky.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, you can see that guy. He's in the storefront, which is also.
I do have extreme range, so.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not officially in cover with you. Yeah, so you are. I did say at medium range to start, so it's 2 purples. Does this guy have any adversary? We have not shot at him yet. Yes, he has adversary 1 and has 1 range defense. So roll 1 red, 1 purple, 1 black. The trio.
Okay.
If you hit this guy, it will be like an energy weapon kill in Fallout, though. Crit kill, I should say.
I was thinking more Borderlands, but that's my thing.
He will just become a pile of ash.
Okay, so no, he's becoming a pile of ash. He could survive it. It's just 60. It's just 60 damage breach 2.
That kills a Claymore.
I previously established that he has 16 wounds. So Claymore, you forget for a second that Jack is behind you because Claymore, you do this fucking pivot, show your visor to him, and just narrow your eyes and focus in on him. He says, "Oh, son of a bitch," and then there's a as a weird flash of light, from this particle beam.
He just makes the Spartan laser noise of just.
Yeah, that there's just like a trail of light is drawn through this guy. For a brief second, you see him as like 100% of his body mass is just glowing, bright white, and then the next, microsecond, he is gone. There is just a puff of smoke and rapidly expanding water vapor and a greasy stain on the floor. He is donezo. And for a second, Claymore, you think to yourself, holy shit, I just killed that guy with my mind.
Mind bullets.
And then you're like, wait, right, Jack, particle gun, got it.
Yeah. It's like, wait, I haven't taken my bullets yet. Wait.
Like I said, this guy deleted. Gone.
No, just be like, Jesus Christ, I got laser vision. It's like, oh, wait.
He is no longer in this realm.
I hope this doesn't awaken some like weird desire in Claymore.
Claymore has plenty of weird desires in him already, trust me.
Having
laser eyes is not one of them, trust me.
Strictly speaking, the laser's supposed to be wrist mounted, but you could probably figure out a head mount.
I don't think you need laser eyes or mind bullets.
Mind bullets.
That's telekinesis.
All right, well, that was an action and a maneuver, Jack. Anything else? You want to take a second one, or are you good?
I'm good.
All right, cool. You have eliminated all comers in the front of the building. So that leaves only the garage area. Where did I? Sorry, we've done a lot of rolling. Where the flip did I post the? There it is. Repost it again because we're there. Technically, one of these NPC slots at the bottom is taken out because those guys are gone. The one at the front should also be taken out, but that's still the same turn, so I'll edit it later. All right, so we're gonna have the other minion group go. They are going to spend their maneuver to crew the rover that is in the garage, and now that they're a vehicle crew, they can do a little bit of work. Let me see. Can I actually? I like to double check. They might have to split the group if they can't actually fit all 5 of them in there. R for rover. Okay, 4 passengers and a driver and gunner, so they can all fit in. Yeah. So Nah, it's probably more interesting if they do it this way. I'm going to have them roll a driving check. Because they're just going to try and back it out through the roll top door. Because, fuck it, we don't want to be here anymore. So, let me go back down to my adversary block. These guys would normally have agility 2. Oh, shit. I should have jotted this down before I left that section. Because I think a rover has positive handling.
Yeah, it's +1.
+1. Okay, so they get 1 boost. And it is technically an all-terrain vehicle, so I will not penalize them for the fact that they're going through a lot of crap and stuff. So let's see if they can roll to get out of here. No! So, what Wolf and Jack see, like, from the outside, and what Claymore and Odin hear inside the front office is you hear, go, get in the truck, go! And then you hear, as the brakes squeal in reverse, and then you hear, and so outside you see the perfect impression of the back bumper of, like, a Humvee appear in the roll top door. The door doesn't move any further than that. So, yeah, those guys are stuck. That's their turn. Odin, Wolf, any particular order you want to do stuff in?
How far away is everyone from me? I know Claymore's definitely short to engage with me.
No, you're engaged. We're engaged, buddy. We're saying
Yeah,
okay. You're close. The other two, I believe, they're at medium from the front. They're probably still at medium.
Okay.
Vehicular distance.
Then honestly, Wolf, go first. I was just thinking of doing buffs. Good.
I literally can't do anything. Like, I can't get close enough to them to do anything.
Yeah, it's
all right.
Big enough. Separate vehicle, puts you at some weird places.
I mean, you could drive you didn't get off your vehicle. You could drive your vehicle closer to them.
Well, I meant if they had come out through the door, I could get to them. But since they didn't go through the door, I would have to go into the...
Yeah.
How about I give her my maneuver?
That might work. I mean, I will say, the roll top doors being closed and these guys fucking it up, that was technically a threat expenditure I did on Claymore. It is supposed to make your lives more complicated.
Yeah.
They are more complicated. Ooh, these burns really burn. Son of a bitch.
Oh, shit. Have the improved version of this? I don't think I do.
I don't think you said you've got it yet.
I don't have it yet. I might, but that's so rare. But
take a stream, by the way, for the threat.
Yeah, I will. I'm probably gonna spend I'm probably just gonna a calf.
Yes, please slam back a calf.
First of the day.
It's so.
What?
I mean, I feel like sometimes I say iconic too easily, but it feels very iconic to Odin. You're fucking riding shotgun in this technical.
I just pull out out of my 7-pack of calf in my bag.
Yeah, you reach in your messenger bag and just pull out a Bigfoot energy. Crack. First one of the day. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, but yes. This is field commander, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Everyone gets a maneuver to spend 1. I'm also just gonna give an upgrade to Claymore.
okay, with the triumph. So yes, if you want, everybody, you may spend 1 strain to perform a maneuver now.
I have a question. Even though I don't have like perfect line of sight, can I still aim on the other group?
Let me just double check. I'm inclined to believe you. Let me just double check that aiming doesn't say that you have to like have line of sight or something weird.
Because I have a general idea where they are, and if I use auto fire, I should hit eventually.
If they retain their current position, don't perform any additional maneuvers before moving their combat check. Any damage that actually I should remember this rule. Any damage taken that exceeds the character soak negates the benefits of aiming. Yeah, no, it doesn't say you have to see them. You just take a moment and line up your shot. So you can just aim and steady your shot in the general direction of where that sound was. Yes.
Yes, I will do that then. I will take a strain.
Okay. Anybody else? Once you take a maneuver for a strain.
We can't see anyone?
No.
No.
Probably not then.
Field commander is an action, right?
And I'm saying no, mostly because I see Claymore aiming in the direction of the garage.
Yep, fair.
Which is where I would have to go if I wanted to engage them. So
yes, fair enough.
You could position yourself to where if they run away, they're like directly in front of you.
I think he is already positioned that way.
Yeah.
Like he's at this point, I think with the way this is shaken out, Wolf's just gonna like sit on his ATV with one hand on his sword, and if any of the guys actually leave, he's just gonna fucking run them down.
Or even if they leave on the car, it's like, okay, that's some nice tires.
Do some matrix shit.
What tires?
Okay. All right. Then yes, I think, and yes, you're right. Field commander's in action, and yes, I believe Claymore's the only one to take you up on it, but he does it. All right, and for your maneuver, you're gonna slam back calf.
Yes.
Odin? Okay.
I feel like we've just played this up more than actually have done it.
I mean, you don't do it that frequently, but it does, I think, come up like most sessions because you do take a lot of strain either from like your extra maneuver actions or other assistance stuff, and it's just funny.
Yeah, no,
Also,
actually, because when you do negotiations, you constantly use your secretary that gives you strain, so you're like, oh fuck, I gotta drink some calf.
Yeah, you use Sophia's assistance a fair amount, so
I didn't use it today.
I know it's just funny because like it didn't come up previously, but now you're in a car accident. Okay, last NPC slot of the round is the mechanics. The mechanics are going to take cover, and then even though they can't legally do that, they're going to turn their action into a second maneuver and take double cover.
So they're going to field position behind the cover?
I don't think we're fighting the mechanics.
Probably not, no.
No. All right, and so as we start a new round, your adjusted scheme looks like this.
Yeah. Well,
I assume, Claymore, you want to go first?
Yes. I'm going to aim, and then I am going to shoot them through the wall.
All right, okay. Okay, so Rover doesn't normally have any defense. You are technically targeting the vehicle, by the way.
Yes. Listen, I can't. I'm guessing where there is no way I can make a called shot. No fucking way.
No,
but you can
you also
auto-fire
had
enough.
to do your aim the other way. You can auto-fire if you like.
I am going to auto-fire, yes.
There's no strict rules for like full cover, but I will say that this is going to be like complete cover. So add 2 setback die to this.
Makes sense.
But that is it. Like you're also it would be medium range normally, I think, to them, but so it'd be hard if you're going to auto-fire.
P then BB, but I get an upgrade.
But you have a free upgrade and 2 boosts because you're double aiming currently.
Yeah, let's go. We are DACA right now. We pretty DACA.
Fistfuls of dice. Okay. Oh, well, what's your base damage is another 4?
Yeah. What is the auto fire?
Okay.
2 or 3?
2.
2.
Okay.
So, this is the part where I mechanically let you know, hey, their rover, because it was in the shop, was at half haul and strain threshold.
Oh.
So it does not have its full 8. That said, your first 4 damage only takes it to 8 of 8, so it is not actually fully disabled.
Well,
You've not exceeded their threshold, so you can hit again.
I will hit again.
Okay. You hit again. That's gonna be a fucking.
Is there any bleed
critical
over
hit.
there?
See how bad it is for. Oh,
Jesus.
What is that one?
that's bad.
That's
Okay,
very
hold on, let me check the
bad.
chart.
I just want to hear what that
I
one
think
is.
that's destroyed, right?
No. Outright destroyed is way higher, but
Or
it's.
no, sorry, I meant disabled.
Oh, interesting.
Well, there's a
That
number
could
of
probably
things
be a
that can
little spicier.
disable it. So.
The 82 to 108 is just weapons damaged.
What weapons?
It's a rover. It's got a light machine gun.
Oh.
Or it had a light machine gun until you shot it off. I will also say, for the sake of the fact that some of you are technically inside this building and there are civvies, it's not going to turn into like a fiery explosion. Killing vehicles that are full of minions is usually not like it's usually pretty violent. Basically, Claymore, you pivot to where you heard that sound and you just the wall basically falls down. It's just, drywall and steel framing and just plump, 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 plump. The vehicle schwacked. You probably shoot the gun and the gunner right off the top. And again, these guys are minions. I'm not really going to hold, especially with you super overkilling that, like, they make it out. I think you just keep holding down the trigger until you don't see any more guys moving in there.
If I don't, I would like to spin my triumph to do something narrative and just completely schwack the rest of this shop with just auto fire.
All right, yeah. If you don't care about salvaging the minivan in here.
No, I do not.
All right. So for extra effect, you just keep firing.
Blowing it up makes it better salvage for me.
If you get a couple trucks out here, you can probably get some good vehicle scrap.
The minivan
No,
is
that's what I'm
blown to
looking
bits. Their stock shelves of things are like, you knock down their big warehouse shelves. You probably turn around to, like I said, where they kind of turn this front office into like a hideout area. So they've got like, cheap card tables, a couple of like in-house appliances and stuff, just the stuff they can do to kill time while they're fixing their vehicles. All that flattened. This building is probably one quick oil fire away from just catching fire and falling down.
I would set it on fire, but the mechanics are still here.
Yeah, they're not moving until you're stopping, depressing the trigger.
Yeah.
You probably knock down the fucking, rolling garage doors I mentioned.
Mhm.
Those eventually just stop functioning and flop to the floor. They're toast, everybody. You can roll through cover strain. We're out of here.
I don't have any strain. I already drank it
Yeah,
away.
you fixed it. If anybody else has one, I know Claymore does, obviously.
Yep.
So
I fail.
while you have temporarily disabled it, they do have a flatbed truck outside. If you wanted to make off with that at all, or you could probably, if you want to just leave a sign, you can probably have Jack just rotate her gun and fire into the front grill.
Jack, do you want to steal? Jack, do you want to steal the flatbed? If you steal the flatbed, you can probably load up some vehicle scrap and send it back to your tower. But you have to.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably have God, what's her name?
Nightingale? Your Android?
Yeah, Nightingale. Like, take the flatbed and just start hauling scrap away.
I do, in that case, probably real quick. I don't know how long you guys want to stay around here. If you want to like do any quick inventory. But in that case, I would like you to make me a easy mechanics check real quick to double check and repair the tires. They probably have spares at least handy, but you want to make it functional. All right. Let me just double check.
But how many of those spares don't have an assault cannon round through them?
And then
The ones that are laying flat on the ground because they were low.
I feel like Lucky is a lot messier than I am.
Oh yeah, no, I totally am.
Easy mechanics trick, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. I swear to God, D1, don't fuck with me. All right, yeah.
Yeah, no, you can get the like you're at an entity legally distinct from NASCAR, because NASCAR definitely doesn't exist in this country. You can run down there and just pop the bad tires off, slap the spares in, and it's ready to drive. It is a completely bog standard truck profile. Like I said, it's just it's a flatbed.
I go full pit crew on it.
Like converted into a the normal truck stat line is like, oh, you can take 24 passengers without cargo. It's a flatbed. You can't really do that. It is not safe to move at normal driving speeds standing on a flatbed. But yeah, so that's got an encumbrance capacity of like 125. There is about 25E worth of like machine parts and scrap metal here. Value-wise, we can count that under commodities as just normal metals, like base metal.
Okay.
But also
so 25E worth base metal.
25 encumbrance of
I'm just looking to get stuff towards my my goal.
Oh yeah, no, that's probably another significant chunk of it, because like I said, these are all car parts.
Yep.
While you're doing this, the mechanics will probably crawl out of their holes and be like, "Is it over?"
Yep.
I can only imagine that Claymore does a RoboCop-esque thing and is just like, "Bitches, leave."
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Before bitches have to leave, I will give one of them my business card.
Of course,
I can always use some good mechanics around here.
Aren't you just
gonna
offer
weirdest
them a
job
lift?
offer I ever got, but maybe because I don't want to be on these fucking canes anymore. All right, I'm out. Peace.
I mean, I'm just saying, give them a lift on the fucking flatbed. How many people can that carry?
It's flatbed, not a lot safely.
I mean, we're in the canyon. Who cares about safely?
Well, you do got to drive back into the city if she's gonna haul the shit off.
I mean, it's a ruined town in Oakland. Do you actually have to go through the city?
Yeah, because it's on like the north side near the river.
Oh,
so
okay.
like you'd have to come around. The canes are like on the outside road. There's points in there.
Okay. Like I said, I don't know Cali infrastructure at all. So.
No, I could if I really wanted to, I could kind of show you
Yeah.
what inspiration I took from Google Maps for these regions. But yeah, you'd have to actually skirt the city side.
Alrighty.
Canyonosha. I think you just whacked those guys with a auto cannon.
Yeah.
Filled them full of 20 to 25 millimeters.
We did just explodorate them.
All right. Well,
but yeah, no, that one is very handily dealt with.
All right. So I do want to drive us off into a little bit of middle of nowhere and give my technical a once over real quick. I can't keep slamming it into things. It'll break down. I have to fix this crit and get rid of some of this. I got to flush some of this strain.
Yep. That's why you bought those tools and shit.
Yeah.
All right. Is 3 over half the vehicle?
No.
Okay, then it's an easy mechanics check.
Easy.
Would you like assistance?
Well, actually, I'm probably gonna leave before while you're doing the flatbed thing. So.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Because we probably don't want to be hanging around in locations too long. So let me see here. 2 mechanics, 2 intelligence. What fun things do I have? It's an easy check. I have a diagnostics tool. I have a multi-tool. I forgot which one does which. I really do need to just write down a thing that tells me what each of my items do. I always forget, though.
Multi-tool should give you a boost die and a mechanics check.
Okay, so that's a boost die. And the diagnostic tool just gives me a success advantage or just advantage?
I believe it's just advantage.
Okay.
I know what the scanner does on the diet. Cool.
Diagnostic scanner.
Scanners adds you added advantage.
Axe knows because he has one in his tool shed, and he definitely put somewhere on his character sheet what
I put comments on every item just so I know what the after the description of each item I put in my sheet.
So many sticky notes.
There are so many notes that are on my sheets, but if anything, it's helpful.
There are a lot of notes on my sheet too. You wouldn't be able to understand them though.
Sometimes I don't think
No.
you can understand them.
Sometimes
Yes.
I don't.
I second that.
You don't understand them 80% of the time.
No, I would say it's about 60.
You know,
That's still
there
not a
are
good ratio.
allegedly dozens of people who listen to these. Listeners at home, what's the leave me a comment on this video for once. What's the percentage time that you think Dallas remembers what a note means?
Not consistent, at least.
All right, calm down. Stop, he's already dead.
Wolf's gonna stick around while Jack does her thing, just to
Cover, sure.
in case anything happens.
All right, I will also add a slap patch and a use of space tape into this check. So that will be another B and then a success.
Exactly. But I'll say this. All of my notes regarding my character, I usually can remember. It's when it gets into, like, plot that I'm like, what the fuck do I mean by this?
All right, so I heal all the system
good.
strain, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, so I'm going to use another pen.
I mean, no, you roll a triumph on that. You can also fix the critical damage.
Okay, cool. Then, yeah, no, my truck is good to go.
Yeah, you know, you pop the hood, you make sure everything's good, you retighten some belts, you adjust some stuff, you know. Get some extra machine oil and some lube in there.
Mm-hmm.
Using that tape.
So let me mark that real quick. I'm down to 4 emergency patches. And one of my rolls of space tape is 4 out of 5.
Make sure to also bust out the gun lube and make sure your autocannon's ready to go. Probably pick some of the shells out of the bed.
Mm-hmm. Just sweep them out.
That's what
Toolkit.
the push room's for.
Yep.
Honestly, a push room's for many things.
All right. But with that, I am ready to move on to the next location.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Jack has stolen the truck and ready to head back. All right. So for the biker bar, it's probably still like, you know, like honestly, that hit and run, super fast.
5 minutes.
Basically, like those guys didn't get to call, they didn't get to do anything. They were very confused. So it's still probably like mid to late morning.
Claymore,
What's up?
permission to engage biker bar on foot, please.
Why do you want to engage the biker bar on foot?
Because when is the next time I'm going to be able to enter a bar and challenge everyone to a fight?
I'd like to veto this.
It's true, but I don't know about you, but we almost died a few days ago.
That is true. Admittedly,
No,
that was
that's
in
fair.
1-on-1, well, 1-on-2 when
Yeah.
Jack got there and almost died. But you know, in personal combat with some kind of ninja assassin.
I'll tell you what. We're still doing my entry, but I will not use the autocannon.
That's perfect. Crasher the front plate glass.
Oh,
Just
no,
pile out.
Okay, how about that? As long as I can push open the doors of the bar, I will immediately parkour backwards and you can light them up with the autocannon. Deal?
I mean,
I just want to kick open the door.
Claymore's not going to use the door, so.
Okay, this is what we'll do. I will basically, like, I just need to figure out the angle to run my truck in that is not the front, so Jack can do it.
Sure. Give me a second on paint.
Yeah.
I have the layout in mind, but I'll remind everybody else group with that real quick.
Yeah, because this is what I'm guessing to do. Jack will, like, kick down the front door and be all like, get out of my town, and then Claymore will come in from the left or right wall, so Jack will not get hit by a truck. The things I do to appease kids.
Thank you.
This is why kids like you. I think should probably.
But yes, as soon as shit hits the ground, please fall back either like outside or to the technical. One of the two.
Oh no, I was planning on it. I was gonna send Jabberwocky in too, but I don't care if he catches a stray bullet. I can fix him.
Cool.
don't think you want to hear this. I don't think you want that kind of stray bullet.
Wolf
no,
will probably move up with Jack then.
Let's do it this way. Sorry about the slight delay. I'm figuring out best how to demarcate this. Oh, color. Can you fucking stop? Thank you. Sorry, the line tool's fighting me a little. Yeah, I'm not strictly speaking sure the proportions are working out here, but it's fine. We don't care. It's just like...
I want to see the actual production of the fucking Old Spice Terry Crews commercials. Now that I think about it, that shit was wild.
Oh, fucking font size is gonna be huge because normally I'm doing thumbnails. Also, sadly, this place is not a classic drive-through drinks stop and go type place. I don't know if a lot of places have that. That was pretty popular in Central Florida, in some areas where I used to live. Called them stuff like the stop and go. It's literally a fucking barn you just drive through and they hand you drinks.
I mean, I don't think it's legal to get drinks in the drive-through here.
Yeah,
well,
I
not
don't
usually.
think you can.
Officially, not usually booze, but you know, big 32-ounce styrofoam cups. Who knows what's in them?
That's fair.
Just give me a nice default Times New Roman.
But if it's an actual bar, I'm pretty sure people would be like, "Hey, why you have a drive-through?"
Should have sketched this out a little earlier, but it's fine. All right, we switch back.
I should have put a really loud sound speaker on this technical so people can hear me blasting music as I come ominously closer. Nah,
I mean, currently my van is blasting ecstasy and gold.
Morricone. Yeah, so kind of a fat L shape. You got a big dirt parking lot. You got a couple of entrances. There's a dining and pool area where they got like tables and like I said, hollow billiards set up. There's the bar. There's a kitchen on one side. There's the unisex bathroom on the other side. And they probably have big nondescript plate windows, you know, overlooking the parking area.
What kind of walls do they have?
I mean, it's a biker bar, so it's probably like wood panel.
So it's like wood panel and 2x4s or 2x6s. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I could probably drive through that.
And like I said, they have big, like, not like panel windows, but they'd have big sectional windows so you can look out in the parking lot and see your parked bike in like the front areas. So there's some structural weaknesses.
If Jack is gonna go through the front doors, I definitely want to slam in through that fucking left wall.
Yeah, just power into the table and chairs area.
Yeah, and like honestly, if I can manage it, just drive all the way down to the dining area, dining pool area. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so start all the way on the far left and just cruise down the line in front of the bar. Okay.
Yes.
Well, you know, you can make driving checks.
I'm gonna make driving checks.
Good idea. All right, so yeah, that's your plan of attack. So
I will say it might be prudent not to drive through the kitchen.
I'll try not to drive through the kitchen, but we'll see how the check goes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that he's going to try and do a curve around into the like I said, the
actual
dining
bar.
area where the tables and the are set up and stuff, and the
Yes.
jukebox.
Yeah.
Now I'm just imagining that fucking scene from the first Kingdom with I forget his band names. It's like DJ Crazy or something, but Bonkers. You know, when they do the fucking donuts. Some people
yeah.
think I'm bonkers, but I just think I'm free. And yes, he does. It's an English rapper. He sounds like that. I'll link it later if we need to. But yeah, it's just the imagining Claymore doing donuts in his technical. Ain't nothing crazy about me. All right, so Claymore is gonna do that. Odin, I assume, is gonna ride, passenger shotgun with him just in case as well. Possibly literally shotgun. Max?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Sorry.
I was gonna ask if I don't, because I was thinking earlier of like I don't think I could ask for a co-pilot thing. I don't think that works for this vehicle. So yeah.
If you wanna
I don't think you
be
can
in Jack's van,
co-pilot, but there is a navigate role to like assist him in driving. I think. Let me double check the parsing of that because I'm in the vehicle section.
just playing these black gloves. Hey, I got
Doesn't
black
matter.
gloves.
It's fine, but yeah.
I should go do a crime.
This is just further confirmation that Lucky is or Claymore is just the Red Hood in fucking cyberpunk setting. Just with less daddy issues.
He kind of has daddy issues. It's just, not
He
actual
had-
daddy issues.
Everyone in Batman has daddy issues.
I mean, we don't know. His project could be called Lazarus.
True.
No, Claymore has daddy issues that he wants to adopt a bunch of people. It's like, I'm
So
your
you're
dad.
Batman then.
Oh, that's right.
I think he's more like the Grim Knight.
A struggling, traumatized orphan. Mine.
Dibs.
It is like that, though.
Well, Bruce, you can't just call dibs on a child. The fuck I can't. Have you seen how much money I have?
Rascal, by the way. Actually, yeah, no. It doesn't specify the systems. You could attempt a co-pilot check to basically downgrade make it easier for Claymore to be ready. You know, this is a computerized vehicle, so there are like side panels and stuff. You know, you can make sure that everything's working. In an emergency, while Claymore can keep both hands on the wheel and you can operate the handbrake. So, Odin, you would make a average driving check in this case.
All right then.
And if he
Do that.
succeeds, every success would downgrade the difficulty of Claymore's actual drive check once.
Oh, neat.
So it can kind of combat, your speed shenanigans.
Oof.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You take 2 strain. It's a wall. That's a wall. That's a wall.
Claymore, that's a wall!
I know.
I know.
The wall. No.
Now approaching wall.
That's just
It's a concrete
that
wall.
Was a man. That was a human man.
I'm sorry, what is this from? I was just making the joke.
I don't know. We were making it on the spot.
No, we're just improving.
It was good improv. I know.
All right. Okay. So, Claymore's just gonna Claymore.
Yes.
Sad but true. So Jack, you and Wolf are on foot. Wolf's escorting you. You want to kick down the biker bar doors.
Yeah.
And you got the moment. What are you gonna say?
Okay, do I go for serious or do I go for funny?
You're wearing
I'll
a
go for
cowboy
serious.
hat with rabbit ears.
I'll go for semi-serious. This is for my brother, you dumbass rednecks. I'll throw a grenade and run.
All right. Sounds like we should probably roll initiative then. Technically rolling initiative before Claymore actually makes contact with the building.
Yep.
But do I still get to throw my grenade?
Well, we'll see if you roll good on your initiative. I
this
will
is
say,
definitely-
because it is the daytime and you did not say you were waiting at all, the population in here is actually a little bit less. You do not see nearly as many, random hangers-on and stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so...
No, I was a little worried about that, but I was also more concerned about what would happen if we wait around for things. I didn't want to go to the fucking racetrack.
Sorry, I meant Axe's fucking initiative roll.
Oh no, I saw that 5 and 5. Yeah.
Well, I spent 2 for that, so
Yeah, the extra successes mean he's eating some straight.
yeah, I'm out force training, which means I can take another calf.
He's never beating the allegations.
No, I'm playing into them
Okay.
today because it's
Okay,
like
so
today's Christmas
fucking-
day.
So he's Red Hood, you're Tim Drake. Fuck, does that mean I'm Damien? I'm fucking Damien, aren't I?
You're like
I don't know.
you're Fox's
Way
son.
too functional.
Stabby
Like-
small child?
No.
You're Harley Quinn.
Remember the kid who's the
Just counting.
Duke?
Two
You know
of those
Duke? I think you're Duke.
guys.
Oh, no, I'm too normal. I'm too not normal to be Duke.
Yeah, those guys.
Oh. Okay. I mean, you're Lucius' son then.
One of those guys. Okay, so I have to roll quite a few times. Pretty normal. Whoop. Discord, you okay?
Is
There
it
we
okay?
Lag for a second to
Oh.
give you those 2 successes, but we're in. Okay, and then one last roll.
Huh.
Okay, sure. Fine, be like that. Okay, so let us collate everything. Definitely a PC slot at the front. That's got 2, and that's got 2. You got a 1. Here's 1. That's a pretty interesting collection.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, you have several before they go at all, so you can string these together anytime. Jack probably wants to go first to throw her grenade and then jump back.
Yeah.
What are you throwing your grenade at? Possibly whomst. There's
does
2 bartenders behind the bar. There's
Do
about
the
a half a dozen
bartenders-
guys.
Do the bartenders wear Rustler colors?
Yes.
Yes.
Then I want at the bartender.
Okay, throwing one at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're short range, obviously, because you're throwing. Actually, I don't know. You might have grenadier. You might be able to throw it medium, but it is short.
I do have Grenadier.
I do remember this.
It is
yes.
still short, so it's easy.
That's fine.
And fun fact, I included the barkeep for a reason. They do have adversary 1, so it's 1 red. That's it. No defense, though.
Combat
Okay, so
bartenders.
Just 1 R, no P.
Yes.
And I am
They're-
throwing
they're-
one of
they're-
the high explosives, by the
Grizzled
way.
and ready to rock.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Well,
Sorry, I said that wrong. Oh, no.
I guess I will activate Blast.
Well, we do it in order. Successes first. What's your total base damage?
So the base damage is 12 plus 1, so 13.
Okay. Any pierce on these?
I don't believe so. I think they're just big number.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're just big
Also-
number.
I would hope so.
Yeah. They're big number, big blast. Sorry, it would be 11 damage. My bad. But
Base 10, then.
blast is big radius.
All right. So
Oh no, it is damage 12. It's damage 12, blast 10. That's what it is.
okay. Yeah. Slightly
Oh,
different.
so
but
then
yeah,
it'd be
so-
11 on the blast. Yeah.
Yeah, but so that's, as we said before, 13. They do have Force Soak, so that does prevent them from being obliterated. But yeah, you can activate Blast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will activate blast and then activate crit.
Okay, just roll a crit. So
Ye-
one of them takes, and it's 11, so that's So 7.
Blast is 10, so
Yeah, I'm doing the math. The two.
that feels
Yeah, no shit, they're distracted.
appropriate. That feels very appropriate.
Yeah, so Jack hucks one of these mil-spec high explosive grenades. One of the ones you guys took off of the salamanders.
Yes.
Those goons.
Well, no. These are not the ones taken out of the salamanders. These are based off those design, but these were replicated by me.
Oh, okay, so you're actually throwing one of
Because
your replicas.
the salamanders grenades were converted into ammo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're doing a long line of funny. But yeah, so you throw these out there and just. One of them is basically like the one that you scored the crit on is blown back into the bar. Bottles go everywhere. Glassware, dirty glasses and rags everywhere as they're blown back. The concussive force and some of the shrapnel as it starts tearing up the bar top, splashes the other one, and they're both just like, ah! Yeah. So that's your action. I presume your maneuver is back the fuck up.
Oh yeah, my maneuver is parkour out.
All right. You do a standing backflip. You're in the parking lot.
Parkour.
I believe then I'm gonna guess that Claymore wants to go.
Yes.
Okay.
So what's the? Sorry. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say. So, you're driving. We're in combat now, which means technically you would take forced movement.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you want to be driving at speed 3?
Yep.
It's like through the whole building.
Oh boy.
Well, we don't know exactly how far you're starting, but where? Jesus Christ! I just had this chart. Where the fuck did it go? Oh yeah. So you get to move, up to 3 range bands, total. So, yes, you can absolutely start outside this building, plow through that far wall, and drive all the way around so that you loop into that dining area.
As my free?
Yes,
Oh,
basically.
I'll do that.
I will control it.
Okay.
I will ask you to make a reflexive driving check, with the upgrade. So it's 1 red, 1 purple, plus your handling. That will not count as your action though, because you are controlling the car while you are automatically moving at these speeds.
My heart is blazing.
This is truly bullshit.
All right, you succeeded. Good.
Yep.
All right, you're plowing through the wall.
I'll take that crit.
Yeah. And I will roll this. And actually, though, I've just double checked. If you're at speed 3, collisions are at plus 20.
Ah, very well then.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only minus 10.
Well, I want to get through this wall. It is, even if it is just wood panels.
Is there an attachment you can get to vehicles that make it easier to do ramming?
Yeah, there's a plow blade, but that's on the bottom bus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I used both my slots for...
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I used both my slots for all-terrain and the roll cage.
Yes. The plow blade makes it easier if you initiate a collision. The roll cage just in general reduces your damage from crits in circumstances. Yeah. Oh, though actually, did you put any defense on this?
Yeah, it has defense 2.
An extra minus 20 or something?
Well, yeah, in Star Wars, that's how it worked. Let me actually check the collision rules.
Next.
So it does subtract the defense times 5 from the zone. Okay, so we do it's minus another 10.
Oh, okay.
So you're at like minus 40 overall, but plus 20, so it's minus 20.
Yay.
The space work on this?
Wow.
Okay, that's not. Hold on, that's not working.
Wait a minute.
right.
Yeah, no, that's not. That's supposed to be 71, ain't it?
Yeah, it rolled a 91 and then applies the minus 20, so we'll say it that. So that's 71.
I think that's damage to an area.
71. Oh, propulsion damage. Your propulsion is compromised. Not like destroyed, but compromised. That probably reduces your max speed.
That's what I would assume so.
Or that or
Propulsion.
acceleration.
Oh, okay. So if your propulsion is compromised, you cannot accelerate, and your speed drops by 1 each round to a minimum of 0.
Ah.
So eventually you'll run out of speed. You can still perform the decelerate maneuver, but your vehicle will eventually slow down as you hit some stuff.
Slow down.
Well,
Grab,
fixable.
I'm
double.
gonna try and do a hard break. So, because
Right?
so I want to go from speed. Well, actually, does the decelerate take in effect immediately? Do I automatically go down to speed 2?
Yeah, it says each round, so it should probably apply 1 speed reduction now because it will not apply this round otherwise. So yeah, we'll say you start at speed 2.
Okay.
And you want to decelerate.
Yeah, I want to accelerate to 0, and I believe that's gonna inflict some strain.
Yes, I think it's 1 because it's for 1 each past 1. You can get like 1 speed down for free. Maneuvers. Sorry, decrease speed by 1 or more to a minimum of 0. Except for no strain for the amount of speed decreased -1 to a minimum of 0. So yeah, if you go down 2, you would suffer 1 system strain.
All right, I will do that.
But yeah, you come to a hard as you get some 2x4s are bouncing off your front grill. Some of them are being crunched up in your wheel wells. You smash a couple of cinder blocks in there for like foundation of the wall. Not a pretty entrance, but your windshield's all intact because it's got all the fucking anti-shatter cage and grid and everything.
It's very dirty. I'm gonna have to treat my baby better. I have a question. Was doing the deceleration a maneuver or an action?
Deceleration is a maneuver.
Okay. Then I am going to do the exact same thing. I will spend 2 strain to take another maneuver, and I'm going to move into my gun well.
All right.
Pop up. I'm going to grab my my big old machine gun. And, well, actually, who's in this bar for me to shoot? That is a good question.
So I mentioned the initiatives earlier. So there's 2 bartenders behind the bar, though they are busy reeling from being fucking exploded.
Mm-hmm.
There is a group of 6 guys, because it literally doesn't matter how many of them are. So they're 1 minion group who are running security. So they're basically clustered in the far end towards the dining area around like the kitchen entrance and the tables. Some of them would have had to like jump out of the way, as it came through. And there should be 1 floor boss. I'm going to say they're starting in the kitchen so that they get at least 1 round to activate and, incompetently fire at Claymore, probably, maybe. So you can see the 2 bartenders who are separate targets and the minion group.
Well, I will fire at the minion group because less dudes means less problems.
Yeah. And, eliminating tight clusters of infantry is what, vehicle machine guns are for.
Yarp. So
all right. Are you auto-firing?
I am auto-firing.
Machine go pew pew.
You are at short normally, so it becomes 2 purples.
I don't think I have any. No, I don't have anything special. It's just the autocannon.
No, it's a perfectly normal autocannon. Damage 1, crit 4, auto-fire.
Well, I'm not gonna auto-fire, but I'm pretty sure they're dead.
Yeah, that's 50 damage. Let's see. I said there's 6 of them. There's 5 wounds a pop, so it's 30 HP. Even then, still not enough. Yeah, no. Once again, if you weren't a hardened war veteran, I would probably make you roll some kind of sanity check for this. But this is technically what you do in war anyway. Maybe not for this range, but
And
I don't
not at the
know.
bar, usually.
I don't think Claymore's hardened to helplessness, but he is hardened to violence to like 2 degrees.
For sure, yeah. So these guys, again, are just like minding their own business. They see a grenade explosion. They all turn and they're like, what the fuck? And then just, So I don't know why, but whenever my brain tries to picture what music is blaring, it automatically cuts to Gold Digger for some reason. Don't know why. That's not what Claymore plays.
No.
But, just, loud music. I think I think the weird erratic guitar music from like the first Highlander movie that plays when the Kurgan drives a car is just called Kurgan's theme. Queen, by the way.
Honestly, I'm picturing the fucking Fury Road theme at this point. Just the da-na-na-da-da-da-na-na.
But yeah, plow through. Boards go everywhere. Like I said, there's like a shallow layer of cinder brick like at the bottom for stability that all just like flies through everything. Demolishes a couple of TV screens. I assume you have the high beams on.
Yes.
Yeah, so just big blaring lights. These guys just dive out of the way. You peel in. They're, standing there, half crouched. Some of them literally dove out of the way, and they're just like, "What the fuck?" Jukebox killed. Holotables smashed. Like I said, there was half a dozen guys here. There are now half a dozen corpses. They had, shitty printouts of their favorite customers and stock photos of bikes that were probably AI generated. Gone. Wall art blasted. Probably another couple dozen mason jars full of moonshine are shattered, poured everywhere. Everything smells like gunpowder and booze and wood chips. With, the healthy undercoating of a biker bar already smells like sweat, piss, and stale beer. Now it smells like blood and gunpowder.
Yeah.
And also still stale beer.
No, like I said, you're shattering like mason jars of moonstein. It smells considerably higher proof in here now. That is, I believe, literally everything you can do in your turn.
Yes.
So it's another PC slot. I believe you get one more before the enemies get to respond.
Did you have anything you wanted to do, Odin?
I think Odin
I
is
would
just.
take that as a no.
By the way, I should say you got a threat earlier. Take a strain, Claymore.
Oh, I have a question on me or the vehicle.
Let's see. You're mounted in a vehicle, so I think it should default to system strain.
I wasn't sure, but I will do that. So it's at 2 system strain. I am at 3 strain.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't hear anything forthcoming from. If you wanna get in there, Wolf.
Okay, I'll Well, after just standing blankly at the door as there was an explosion and then a car tearing through, Wolf will then kind of leap across over to get engaged with the bartenders.
Yeah, if you were at the door entrance with Jack, that would be doable.
Yeah. Would I be able to engage with both of them, or would I only be able to engage with one?
They were in blast range, so you can engage with both.
Okay. I will quick draw both weapons and attack the first one. I'll just say the one that was the target of the grenade.
All right, they have adversary 1. That's it.
All right. And I am using my monofilament as the base weapon.
Rob Zombie does make some good fucking shit up music,
It really is.
as evidenced by the fact of how it was TFS used it in Hellsinger Bridge.
That's Andrew WK.
No, every time Sarah kicks somebody's ass, they play a different Rob Zombie.
All right.
Okay.
I'm back now.
I still haven't
I
seen
had
it.
to prepare my lunch for tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, Wolf has gone ahead and is killing some dudes.
All right.
All right. What's your damage on that?
That will be. Let's see, it starts at 8, so that'll be 10. Pierce 2.
All right. Cool. That bartender is dead. Was this just normal monofilament blade to start?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you just, while this person is, reeling, distracted, trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing with their life, you just jump the bar and just Iaijutsu cross-cut, right across the throat. Bleh.
And then I'll use my Triumph to strike with my offhand weapon, which would be 12 damage, Pierce 3.
Well, if you want to attack the second guy, I think you still have to increase your... These guys are not minions.
Okay. Never mind. Then.
So you would have probably had to roll one more difficulty to double strike both of them, right?
Well, I have the talent that negates the increase to
No, yeah.
2-weapon strike, and since the difficulty would be the same for both of them, I don't have to.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. We're fine. All right. So that's the thermic is the second attack. So what's your damage on that one then with 2 successes?
That'll be 12, pierce 3.
Okay. While the second one does have more wounds left over, they're still at 7 out of 10. So yeah. Yeah, you just pivot the other way, draw across your body with the other sword, and just
jump over the bar, just one to
slash
left,
one
one
way,
right,
slash the other. Yeah. This one I'll say for flavor, they're grabbing their shotgun from under the bar. You just the thermic blade just passes right through it as you do a slash just upper body, hip to shoulder, rising cut, and they are also fall down dead. Wow.
All right, I'm
They're
done.
toast. All right, okay. The last functional NPC slot. The guy in the kitchen, the what did I actually call him in my notes? I think it's just like floor boss. Yeah. Also I should say when you jump the bar, Wolf, you notice there is a safe under here. That guy, like I said, floor boss man is gonna realize that things are not good out here. He's gonna run out the back. Better skedaddle. And you hear, Hanna-Barbera-esque, slappity sprints as he runs out the back.
Oh shit! With that crit, I can't give chase in a vehicle, can I?
No, you cannot accelerate. So there's chunks of rebar and bits of 2x4 stuck in your wheel axles.
Do you want to get him?
Yeah.
All right. I'll look up and I'll look up. Are we back at the top or no?
Yeah,
No.
we'll be back at. Actually, Odin technically gets a maneuver before we're at fully back at the top. The question was just if you want to pursue this guy, otherwise we'd end combat. You do want to pursue him,
I'm gonna have Jabberwocky pursue him because he's faster than normal people.
He's pretty fast.
What do I do if I want to shoot the tire?
What tire?
He's on foot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said Hanna-Barbera X, foot slaps as he sprints out.
Oh, okay. Now Jabberwock can get it for him.
Well, I
Jabberwock's
mean,
faster.
you have a whole ass turn. You could figure something out. You can
Oh, okay.
get out of the car and look for him with your guns, your very long range guns.
All right then. So be able to get out, and then it's
Yes, if you don't have Let's Ride, it's maneuver to dismount a vehicle.
we were to get out, and then I guess I have quick draw, so from there.
Maneuver to probably run up into the kitchen.
All right then, so 2.
So you get technically you don't. Well, actually, yeah. When you take the second maneuver, you have to decide if you're downgrading your action or you're taking 2 strain.
I'm taking it 2.
Okay. So what you see when you come to the kitchen is, the back door is slammed open, and I do believe interacting with objects is a maneuver. So he's still in the doorway, even if he double moved. So you can see him. He's probably at short range from you now in the bar door.
All right. Oh,
And you
I got my marksman with a holographic sight. So let's me do a free maneuver aim. Things in
You
short.
can incidental aim.
Incidental
Yeah,
aim. Yeah, short. And so accurate 2.
Yep.
I'll just fill full lead.
All right, plug him. He has 1 defense and his adversary 1, so it's
Okay.
1 red, 1 black. But then you get all your aiming.
Rattle 'em, boys.
That is what you're doing. Yes.
Right, I did up that.
Oh yeah, didn't you? Yeah, I think you bought some orange, Chevy.
I did more. So I actually now have a green action there to it. So it's just a red and a setback.
Yeah.
13 pierce 1.
Okay. He has a rival, so he's probably not dead outright. Pierce 1, so he gets 3 soaks, so he just takes 10. He's at 10 out of 16. So he's living, but he's not doing well. Yeah, you just tactically plug him one in the back. He's wearing like heavy insulated jacket.
Right, crit. Yeah. I'll make myself a strain.
Sure. It is now top of the round.
Try to go again.
Yeah, you can go.
All right then.
Yeah.
Instead of aim.
Respond, you'll just
Instead of aim, and I'll just
again.
do it again.
Fun fact, by the way, that means you're double aiming right now because you haven't moved and you haven't taken damage, so you didn't lose your first aim bonus.
Oh, okay, that's how that works. That's cool.
Yeah, no, I just double checked. It's you.
Oh, okay,
You
so
lose
an
the
extra
benefit
blue.
of the aim if you take a point of unsoaked damage or move. If you are literally standing still, you do not lose the benefits of aiming.
That
Make-
is neat.
That makes sense. It also makes sense if you like do a sniper nesting, so it means your aim doesn't change.
Yeah. As long as you're still steady, it doesn't move. But you gotta worry.
Oh,
about
that's 16
that
for
guy's
one.
fucking dead. Yeah, that would have been enough to basically enough to kill him the first time. So okay, so he has 3 soak left. So you do 13. That's 23 out of 16. I think you just pop him in the back of the head this time.
2 shots.
Just
Okay, never mind. I don't need to chase after him.
yeah, you run up. You unsling your rifle. You pop him once in the back, thump, and then you just take a breath and just bump back of the head. Dunzo.
I think I'm gonna go back in the. Actually, no. I'm gonna wait for Jack to fix the car.
Everybody first. I mean, Claymore can get out and do it. Somebody will fix it. Everybody roll to recover any strain you have.
I will do that.
Because it is the end of the combat.
I don't know, my combat can
I don't know. Like I said, there's no real non-combatants here. Do you guys care about looting and scooting other than maybe the safe?
Yeah, I want to loot the safe.
Yeah. Wolf will definitely like just kind of grab it and kind of chuck it out the front door.
Well, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here a minute. I gotta fix this fucking crit.
Yeah, he can't. The car cannot accelerate currently.
Let me. Would you allow me?
No, I got it. Like I got the tools and stuff. If you want to like get around looting and see if there's anything you want to still go for it. I don't want anything. Like I said, my eyes on the big prize at the end.
Okay, so yeah. Do you want to just pop the safe here then, Wolf?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. It's not like not quite the same as like the fire safe you can purchase, so it'll be a little easier. That's what normally like. Sorry, I'm fucking smashing my own. There we go. Yeah, that's normally a really hard. This will be make me a hard skullduggery check.
Under half system strain is an average check, right?
Should be easy.
Oh, easy. Okay. Well, I'll do that first.
I don't think I need to fix my discipline. This.
Okay, so now I'll fix that.
Oh no, I feel it was. No, it's something else.
So
No, it's Enzo.
In terms of swag, these guys don't really have a lot. Each of the Rustler guys that the minions that Claymore schwacked is like carrying a pistol. The leader has another heavy pistol. The bartenders have a couple of sawed-off shotguns under the bar.
Bad purple. Bad.
What was the difficulty of the crit I took? Was that an average or an hard?
Let me double check.
It was hard because it's wasn't it 71?
It is. Actually, no. Propulsion is average. Yeah, I had to double check.
Okay.
It's funny just the way it shakes up. Brakes and weapons are hard. The other stuff is not. It's average for compromised. I'm gonna guess the way brakes work is that means you can't perform the decelerate maneuver, which is very funny. Sadly, that requires you to have a roll that modifies to over 100, I believe. So it doesn't come up much, but it's very silly. Wolf, I will allow you to probably roll again after Claymore rolls his crit.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no, you see, you can get the crap cleaned out, but you cannot get your the like accelerators all fixed up. Check. Moving.
Would you now like me to try it?
I don't think we can try again. Not yet.
Yeah, I need to double check how removing vehicle crits work. Because technically with people, you have to wait a little bit before you can roll medicine to heal. I want to double check. Let's see. Front barrels. System strain. Vehicles also clear slowly over time. Here we go. Vehicle critical hits. Suffers the so repaired. Chair. It doesn't actually say that there's no time limited. So yeah, you can. I mean, obviously, there's the amount of time it takes you to attempt the check, but yeah, you can still attempt it again.
Well, if Jack wants to try it this time, go for it.
Yep.
Alright.
Also, Wolf, you can roll to crack the safe again. Claymore, I assume you would still be assisting Jack.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what's your mechanics? In
Two.
pool,
I'm not.
How
I'm not,
many,
I'm not
okay.
good at it.
How many blues are we allowed to have? Is it 4 or 5?
I think it hard caps at 5.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you can give me a blue then.
Yeah. I will lift up the truck.
Okay.
I swear to God,
Odin, do
D20.
you perhaps want to be searching for the safe combination during this time period?
What?
Wow.
We are not.
Alright.
Well, I'm not going anywhere. I guess.
Yeah, sorry.
Purple's angry
Fucking
tonight.
gods
Wait,
above
wait,
just
wait.
said
No,
no.
give me an upgrade. Give me an upgrade. I got this.
Yeah, I'll give
I
you
will
an
honestly, I'll
upgrade.
go looking for it. Does if I have my if I have murder board going, does that count? Because I'm in a crime scene right now.
No,
No, okay.
you're not doing crime scene analysis that way. Make me a hard perception check, Odin.
All right then.
Okay, third time's a charm. There it is.
Okay.
We were here for a little bit.
Finally, yeah. As much like the first time, it takes you guys maybe 10 minutes to do the schwacking.
What?
Okay. Odin cannot find the sticky note with the combination. Wolf, please make me the third Skulldug reroll, assuming you want to keep trying.
I'm just gonna heal. I'm just gonna recover all my strain from that.
Sure.
In fact, 0. It's the only one
About
cap.
to use my thermic blade on this safe.
You
Stomach like
can
the
do
hint.
that if you want. It's a little risky, but it is doable.
Go and try and rip off the door.
Well, we'll see if we're getting out of here. But like, as I was saying, it takes you about. Yep. Nope. You're just fiddling. You can't. You're trying to like spin the combination. You're probably having a hard time picking out the vibrations by feel because there's a lot of noise as Claymore and Jack. Probably not like getting desperate, but are probably getting a little more annoyed at trying to fix the truck.
Who
Can
the
I
fuck built this car?
Can I just give Wolf my auto pick?
If you have an auto pick, you could do
I
that. I
do.
think that takes like 5 minutes though, doesn't it?
No, let me double check.
But like, yeah. So like, there's engine revving and like, try that. Nope, still stuck. Hold on. Get in there, readjust the wheels.
It doesn't say
readjust
how
the
long it
shocks.
takes. It just says when you use it, you just get an extra 2 successes.
Oh, okay. So it would just be you do the check.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't know if you guys are sticking around though, because sorry, as I keep trying to say, it probably took you like 10 minutes tops, probably even less because it was a single combat round, to wipe this bar out. You are here for another solid 15 minutes trying to get the gun bunny restarted and like get the tires realigned and spinning. All the while Wolf is behind the bar fiddling with this fucking, bar safe. It's just like, nope. Nope.
I mean, if you want to throw in the back of the gun bunny, we can just take it and go.
Sure.
Yeah,
You guys
that.
can lift it. It should not be so heavy that you cannot like, especially because Wolf has cyber arms. You can, pop it out and throw it in the back
wait.
of the gun bunny.
Shouldn't we wouldn't it be smarter to put it in the van just because... Does the gun buddy have storage?
Yeah, it's a truck.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Oh, it's a truck. Okay.
Yeah, it's a technical. It's
Okay.
basically built out of a
I was
pickup.
imagining the fucking warthog from Halo.
No, a rover is like that. The gun bunny
Okay.
is a upgunned utility
Okay,
vehicle.
no, that makes... Okay, yeah, no, then
It's a
that's
pickup
fine,
truck that's been converted into a combat vehicle.
Yeah, I'll toss it in the back of the.
All right, yeah. You guys can deal with that later.
All right,
And
buddy,
you
let's
guys
skedoodle.
drive off.
Scatter.
It is very much scatter.
Yeah. Oh, literally, if you had failed one more check, I was gonna be like, okay, so some biker guys show up because like you guys caused a shitload of noise and then hung out for like 15 minutes.
I was expecting the Rustlers to come in at any second.
Same.
Like that again, because you are doing these lightning strikes so fast that they do not have a chance to like call out. Reinforcements don't show up. There are like biker bar regulars who will probably show up and be like, "What the fuck is happening?" But you do manage to like peel out of there. You know, Jack and Wolf run back to their vehicles and scoodle on out of there. We have been going for over 3 hours, and I think that would be quite long if we did another combat, especially because these guys are probably going to get to vehicles at the racetrack.
Okay.
So I think that might be a good idea to call it an evening.
I guess
Works for me.
next time we'll do the
sense.
racetrack and I guess the fort.
Yeah, depending on how long the racetrack does, you can probably like recon the fort at least, even if not smack it. What were you gonna say, Lucky?
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah,
Alright.
like I'll pre-prep. Hey, spoilers! No assets from the biker bar or the garage are making it to the fort.
What? No.
The main thing will probably be seeing if any of their vehicles from the racetrack decide to cut and run and like succeed on evading you at vehicular scale. But yeah, this is a solid 3 hours. We'll call that 15 EXP. You guys are doing it. I mean, we're learning that vehicle crits are indeed troublesome, but you guys are doing great at this Blitzkrieg plan otherwise.
Yeah.
Also, vehicle damage is nuts.
Well, yeah. Normally, this
Oh,
is
yeah,
why I
no,
don't want to use it in like personal scale combat, but you know, this
Yeah,
is kind of
no.
the point.
The personal to vehicle scale goes up rapidly, but you know,
I guess
that's
at this rate,
why vehicles go back. You know,
I guess the section will be over when we hit session 20.
Well,
something like that. Maybe sooner than that. This is what, episode 18? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be done by
I
19.
think it's also the fact that I think the gun melee is only silhouette 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
if it was silhouette 3, then you know there'd be additional upgrade to hit anything small like human size.
True. Yeah.
Oh,
Personal scale targets would be tougher.
oops.
I think it's actually I should double check if it's upgrade or increased difficulty. It didn't actually matter for Jack to fucking obliterate that guy. Like he was probably pretty toast anyway. But yes, technically that is the thing to remind is that
Gotcha.
larger silhouette things have a harder time hitting smaller silhouette things. And vice versa. But that part doesn't matter if you know your enemies are shooting pistols. But yeah, so that was a good sesh for everybody. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Violence was done. Negotiating was done. So that's probably where we'll wrap it up here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, kids at home. See you next time to Rustle the Rustlers.
Yeah.